Let's see, OBS says I'm up. Let's see what YouTube says. YouTube says starting, YouTube says live. Apparently we've been live for 7 seconds. Welcome to the stream, Josh. Hello, you are the first one to say hi. So, we're back once again, continuing basically our week of streams at this point. Hello, Brandon. Welcome to the stream. We're going to have a good time here tonight, I hope. Yeah, so we're continuing the week of streams, which has been pretty much us doing this every single day for the week. Doing this at pretty much the same time. We're halfway through, and we've managed to nail all 3 streams, so I'm pretty happy about that. So, yeah, probably going to be continuing the ISC campaign, unless anybody has anything else that they would rather do. So, just going to quickly set things up, and let's rock and roll. So how y'all doing on this wonderful Wednesday? Didn't quite mean for the alliteration, but it worked out quite well. I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys doing? Are we ready for a good stream, a good couple of hours of playing and blasting away at the enemy? MET-6, what is that? I have no idea what that patrol is, but we have a little bit of repair work to do. Ironsides is our brand new heavy battle cruiser, and has become a little bit dented and, well, crushed in a few ways, but we're going to fix it up, get it ready to go back out. It had a lot less damage in dry dock than I thought it would. It's cold? Yeah, it's starting to get cold around here too. Ugh. At least for Australia, it's starting to get warmer. Alright, so let's go on an MET-6 patrol, just sort of get things dialed in so we can keep on rocking in the best of ways and have a little bit of fun with it. Alrighty, so kicking off for the first battle of the day. Let's see what the game is about to send us up against. Hopefully something not too scary. Red alert, increase speed. There's a freighter, and that's it. Oh, wonderful. I love it. On pacification patrol, we are to defeat any enemy ships encountered. We are ordered to disengage if outnumbered. Okay, that'll work. So yeah, I am not a huge fan of winter. I much prefer summer, and well, it's October. It's late October, and it's starting to get cold. It's starting to get cold a little bit earlier, but normally it's not going to get freezing snowing for hopefully another 2 months. We've had a couple of years where it didn't start snowing until December, although normally it starts a lot sooner than that. And I'm not looking forward to that. If for no other reason then, I'm not a huge fan of shoveling driveways and everything else. This freighter could do something. Well, he is being escorted by a heavy cruiser, so congratulations. I think you jinxed us, Josh. Before it was just a freighter. The moment you said that, the moment I got the message through, suddenly this cruiser popped up. So, interesting problem. We're going to try and blitz this freighter real quick. We're going to jump on top of him and nail him with as much firepower as we've got. Just need... Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have our shield set up. Let's make sure we have shield reinforcement going. We don't want to fall behind on any of the important stuff. Phasers to overload, because I think I might be able to kill him with a phaser only pass. We might fire the PPD also. Because if we can fire the PPD and then follow it up with a phaser pass, we might kill him, then we can turn over to the heavy cruiser and be able to smash him with our R-type plasma torpedoes. By the way, how's the quality of the stream? Is it all looking good? Is it all sounding good? Yeah, Indiana can get snowing in October. Yeah. Welcome to the Northern Hemisphere. Incoming photon torpedo and miss. Alright, so their gunnery is almost as bad as ours. If they have additional power, I'm just going to tell them to give us... no, we'll go to 1 point of electronic countermeasure, because it doesn't scale until we hit 4. So, PPDs. And that's going to be 8 good hits. I love it. Tore through all of his shields, opened him up, and now I think this might take him down. Ace of spades is no more. Excellent. And then we plowed through that mine. Took a little bit of damage, but it's not too terrible. Welcome to the stream, Rimmer. It's nice to see you again. I'm doing quite well. So, yes, nothing got through the shields just as of yet, so we should hopefully be safe. We will fire 1 pseudoplasma torpedo and see if that freaks him out enough. He's got a PPD too? And he underloaded it too, because he's an idiot. Are you going to crash stop? He is going to crash stop, and we're about to take 2 G-type plasma torpedoes. This actually kind of sucks. So, keep them repairs going, because now we need them. Let's actually hook here, because I need to get this turnaround. And we'll start immediately patching the warp core. Hi, I'm here to kill you. In fact, I kind of probably shouldn't have done that, because I have to wait for that to burn out. Oh, well, this is about to be a very close range brawl. Hi. I'm waiting for you to get up to a speed of 4, and then I'm going to hurt myself when I fire everything I've got. But you know what? That's okay. Hook shot. Wait, did it not deal forward damage to me because it hooked? Is that a thing? Like, I knew that you could get some pretty interesting angles if you managed to hook your plasma torpedoes on their Wild Weasel, but I didn't think that it prevented splashback damage. I'm gonna have to investigate that more, because that's an interesting strategy. Yeah, let's get to work. Get everything fixed. We have a lot of repairs to get through. Although, if I can please get some phasers to shoot out back. Seriously, ISC ship design. Why do you have only two phasers that shoot backwards? This is a major oversight. We need to rethink and replan. Hello, Drakus. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Things have just started, so you're catching us right perfect timing. To look at the footage. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that, because if that's the case, then we can really jump on people now. Oh, this is going to be close. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we got the whole salvo through. If we get within a range of 4 and the PPD is still firing, it shuts off. It's got a minimum range. So you've got to balance between getting no closer than 4, but getting as close as you possibly can to deal as much damage as you can. So actually, that's one of the things that makes overloading your PPD super hard, because when you overload a PPD, it doesn't deal more damage. It fires more pulses. And so you're now firing 6 pulses instead of 4, and your maximum range is 8. So you have between 8 and 4 to fire more pulses than before. It's a bit of an interesting problem. So we are topped off and ready to set back out into Federation space to abuse, hopefully, this planet a little bit. Maybe take it sometime soon. A shipyard assault ought to be pretty decent. We have some good shipyard cracking weapons, although they do have shuttles, which are annoying. Okay, so we're facing a dreadnought again. No, it's a carrier, actually, and I should have known that, because the light dreadnought does not gain this upgrade where it looks like the TMP version of the dreadnought, and there is no normal dreadnought, I believe, that's set up like a TMP ship. I think they immediately go to more the large, bulky square off themselves. Anyway, today we're being escorted by a Kirov class, the C. Lewis. Oh God, really? Wow, we were in the C. Lewis a lot during our first campaign. The very, very first campaign we did way back when, Season 1. We had a destroyer, the CS Lewis. It was originally called the C. Lewis, but we decided to rename it because that made a heck of a lot more sense. So now we're being escorted by a Kirov class, which is my favorite of the battlecruisers, because it's the fastest. That's my main reason. Because it has 2 missile racks in the center special weapon slot instead of whatever else the other battlecruisers have. Bismarcks have plasma torpedoes, New Jerseys have forward-firing photon torpedoes, Excelsiors have rear-firing photon torpedoes, the BCV has a carrier bay. But yeah, because it has missiles, it is the fastest, and I like it the most. So we're going to wallow around over him. So we've got an NAX and a CVA. That's actually going to be pretty rough. Oh no, it's an NAX, not a CAX. I was expecting something larger. Maybe this could be devastating, but the one that I was thinking about had the Constitution. So we're looking at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11 phasers, 2 photon torpedoes. This is the upgraded version of the Reliant class. Like the X-type upgraded version of the Reliant class, but still. Stand to, MechWarriors, to battle packmates. Time to be evil space dictators. Is the latter your ISC battle cry? My ISC battle cry is, God, what was it? Greetings, peacekeepers! That was it. I'm not quite sure how that sounds in the new sounding version, because we did that way back when. But yes, we were all peacekeepers and good. Totally not the evil fascist bad guys who are the mirror of the Federation. So he's already managed to deal... Oh no, actually the C. Lewis took the negative end in that one. He's lost some of his shields. We need to actually pick up some speed and get in there. Can you come... no, fire it now. 1 miss, 2 miss. Alright, so we hit 6 of 8. That's not terrible. Push him back a little bit. We even got some through on that one. He's down a shield, although these fighters are going to be a problem. Come on, C.S. Lewis. You can do it. I believe in you. Just maul those fighters. Make them go back home so I can focus on the Richmond. I want the Richmond to be my primary target here. Uh-oh. His anti-missile rack has just run out of ammo. They've got to reload. And he's about to have a very, very bad day. I don't think we're going to get there in time. I'm not in range to fire my plasma torpedoes either. He's just going to have to sit and hold tight for a little bit. Phasers set to overload. Make sure that we actually get something going here. Now that's going to be a good angle. Alright, plasma torpedo. And... ooh, wrong plasma torpedo to shoot. Plasma torpedo. Ow, they just completely blitzed through my shields. Holy crap. Nope, not going to waste it. Not going to waste the plasma torpedo, but you dropped in speed. Okay, we can work with that one. If I can get in here fast enough, I can actually come in and support him. I do want to get that plasma torpedo off on the on the carrier. Come on, phasers, get involved here. There we go. Okay, phasers blasted away. We got just a couple more fighters to take down, I think. That's all. Oh, we got them. Okay. Plasma torpedoes, engage. Wrong one. I gotta remember, my plasma torpedoes are 3, not 2. There we go. That was a good barrage right there. Now we gotta pull away, get some distance, and fix up a couple of things. Mainly because I need the PPD to fire again. Oh, also, because I have rear-firing plasma torpedoes. Duh. Never. Whoop. I didn't mean to hit that one. Come on, rear-firing plasma torpedoes. I know I got them. There they go. Just within range, too. Although he is pulling away, so they are going to be a little bit reduced. Let's start pulling away. I got an NAX sort of on my tail, but not really. So we should be good. He is at long distance. We should probably start putting some power into electronic countermeasures now. We don't have to save him. He's not part of the greater good. We do. He's a Kirov class. We have to save him. Oh, there's a fighter out there still. And I think he's going to kill the fighter, too. Excellent. We must save. Whenever we run into a Kirov, we must protect it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the whole group. And phasers to do something. I need more distance. I was not expecting to have to be this close to anything. Ooh, we're losing a lot of shielding here, which is not great, especially because we don't have a whole heck of a lot of maneuverability. Can I get a phaser on this fighter, please? Nope. Not going to happen. Come on, one more hit, one more hit. I think that's all I'll need. Nope, he got away. And you have a lot of phasers, which I'm not excited about. Hello, Lorendell, welcome to the stream. Hey, I just got done fixing the defense. Those R-types are so much more devastating. Yes, they are. They are over double more devastating. They're 2.5 times more devastating than a Plasma F torpedo. Because Plasma F torpedo is 20 damage. A Plasma R is 50 damage. So, yeah. Plasma Rs are where it's at. Okay, you're starting to hit me now, but I think we've managed to basically bail the Kirov out. So I'm kind of happy about that. I also have a PPD about to be ready, and he's in pretty optimal range for that. And as long as you keep plinking away at a shield that's still up, I'm not too against that. So let's start getting our PPD down, see if we can't just shed a couple more shields off them. Ideally, what we need to start doing, and I haven't been doing this, and I'm not sure why, we need to start using our torpedoes in enveloping mode. Because that causes a lot of damage. So the enveloping Plasma R torpedo does 100 damage. Yeah, that's the kind of damage you want. Can you stop eating fire so I can fix things fast? Tell that to the Federation. They're the ones who are currently breaking the ship. Keep fixing the ship. Okay, so that'll be available. Plasma torpedo's not, but he is on the correct side, so I will be able to get a good pass just as soon as this attack ship goes away. Oh, smart. That was good. And that'll knock out your forward shield, and we got a decent amount of phaser damage up here. Unfortunately, we don't really have a great firing arcs to do this kind of firing pass deal. Like, we're really designed to point our bow at the enemy and smash them over the head with things. So coming around and doing all this is not great. Yeah, Captain... Oh, you already said that. So, if we keep beating up the Lexington, he's almost dead. So, knocking him out will be ideal. I don't have any rear-firing plasma torpedoes yet, but not quite as much damage as I had been hoping. See, Lewis, you're an X-type. You are. Okay, good. I was wondering if he had enough firepower to actually support the endeavor. Okay, so we're out of shielding. We are officially in trouble. Alright, and he just launched 2 strikes. Okay, I need all the power and we need to go. We need to build. Huh, clever. That's incredibly clever, actually. Let go of me. Are you holding on to me or on the C. Lewis? Not really clear on that. I think, yeah, he's holding on to me. Yep, that's clever. Anchoring me for these fighters. Because he realized I was trying to... Oh, God, we're going to die. Well, that sucks. Can I get a mine and some speed away? Let go. Don't have a tractor beam, do I? I do have a tractor beam. Repel. Repel this. I don't want to lose my ship. Okay, we're down to 7 power. We've got incoming missiles. I think we're dead. Can your AMD target things that are important, i.e. him? Well, that's not a great way to start things. Oh boy. Gotta remember that those fighters just murder. Yeah, we all got to the safety pods, clearly. That's exactly what happened. Oh. It's always on the shipyard assaults, too. We're still in a heavy cruiser, apparently. It's an NCS. Put an eye in there and we'll have a pretty decent television show for a couple of years. So is there an NCS in this list? Not really. Oh, the X-Type Scouts are out. Unfortunately, the X-Type Scouts suck. Interesting. Okay, so I want an NSC. What's that? Or NCS. That was it. No, that's a whole bunch of cruisers. Even more cruisers. Well, this will be a cruiser, but still. I wanted a CVS. That's ideally what I'm looking for. There it is. A strike system cruiser. Has no fighters. 1 plasma S. 6 plasma eyes. 2 people. Okay, so this is not terrible. It's a smaller version of what we were in. So we can definitely work with that. Mainly because it has 2 PPDs. And that's my favorite weapon system. So we'll make that work somehow. Let's buy some spare parts. I really want to get into a CVS or bigger. Some sort of carrier. Because just these Federation carriers are murder. And I want to be able to murder them back. I want my own carriers. So we'll spend another 150 prestige on this. Unless the game crashes. In which case, we'll just boot this right back up. I think we may have lost some time. Season 14 of NCIS is not missed. Oh, it's not bad? Is it? So the game has crashed, which is not common. Alright, does the autosave have us? Or will the autosave load up something else? Let's find out. Nope, looks like we're still in the Ironsides. Oh well. So it looks like the game crashed on us, and we keep the Ironsides. That works out. So I guess we'll throw ourselves right back in that, Yeah, we did get our shape back. The Ironsides is once again ours. Not... Oh, this is a much better timeline. So we got to peek in through some sort of temporal or some sort of universal distortion, and we saw the craziness that happened, and in this timeline things are much better, because we're facing a frigate, a freighter, and a freighter, and we're being escorted by the Demolition, which is also a freighter, but our freighter has a lot of plasma torpedoes. So I'm going to go with that one. Yes, it was the Nightmare timeline where we lose. Where the greater good is not succeeding somehow. Let's increase the speed of time as we all get sort of situated here. All of our ships flying towards each other. Getting ready to cause damages. Forward shield to a full reinforce. Yeah, the frigate's probably going to have to be the primary target here, mainly because it's the only warship here. It is an FFL, which does mean it's going to have plasma torpedoes. Can I get one of these? Thank you. Slow down the speed of time, because I need to actually pay attention. Fire pseudo. Because he'll freak out at that one. Probably shouldn't have done that, because he's gonna, when he dumps his pseudo frigate, that'll give him an attack shift. Oh, no, he didn't. Wow, he just decided to go with it. Alright, I'm on board with that decision. Slow down. In fact, I'm just gonna park. G-type plasma torpedoes. Yesterday, Ironsides. Exactly. None of it was canon, I swear. So this is an interesting way of doing battle. I fire now. Because the path is still there. And he accelerated one heck of a lot faster than I thought he was going to. Phasers, are you on overload? Oh, that was a bad look for him. Just not a great situation for him to be in. See, this is why you sent... So, if you're ever fighting plasma races, this is the trick. The moment you see them launch a plasma torpedo, fire a probe. Because that will tell you... For a split second, when the probe gets super close, that'll tell you the charging status of all their weapons. So you fire the probe to figure out, did they actually fire the torpedo? And then you know whether or not to shoot. Now, after that, he was going to have to figure out whether or not I had another pseudo-torpedo, or if I was firing one at a time. But for a brief moment, he would have had to think about it. I like this not taking damage. I like it when I don't waste PPD shots. But yes, we're going to hopefully not take damage, because I don't think that a couple of Federation freighters are going to be too difficult to knock down. Could be wrong. I've been known to be mistaken on that before. Can I get just a little bit of... Oh, I do have enough holding slots for all of those missiles. Excellent. We're actually going to set the phasers back down to normal. That way they use half power. And I'm going to activate the point defense system. Because look at what that just did. We need a point defense system of some description. The fact that our mate... Well, we do have the phaser 3s. That is true. Huh. Should have the point defense tractors. And we'll just keep blasting into him. From 2 scary cruisers to a little ship and a few luxury liners. Yep. Although the luxury liners is named the USS Thresher, so this is apparently the Nightmare timeline for the Constitution class stream that we did last week. Because instead of being a massive Constitution, all he was a luxury liner. So sad for you, sir. USS Lexington is, of course, our next target. That's a very bold name for, well, a freighter. I don't have a starboard-firing pseudo-torpedo, unfortunately. However, I do have a starboard-firing plasma torpedo over here. I'm not sure if he'll freak out to that pseudo-torpedo. Oh, no, I wasn't able to launch it at all. Oh, well. What's the arc on those? Yeah, it's pretty good. So, maybe? Freak out. Just now freak out. That's what I was expecting. Let me just pull into stop here. Wait for it. And we're going to test. Oh, we have a perfect opportunity to test whether or not this works. So we're going to wait for him to get just almost up to speed. And then we will fire the plasma torpedoes. And if they don't hurt us before he hits the speed of 4, then we know that works. So a perfect opportunity to perform some scientific experiments. So he's up to a speed of 2, but his acceleration is pretty gosh darn slow. And these plasma torpedoes do travel pretty quick. So we'll fire it at about 3.8-ish. Now, no, you do hurt yourself. Okay. So we now know, for science, we have discovered this. Alright, show me a Stardack. We're going to go kill it. Maximum speed of time. What kind of Stardacks are you, actually? Show me the side view. Lyran Stardacks. Okay, so we have nothing to fear at all. The Lyrans have apparently showed up to this battle. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am that I have finished recording the Lyran campaign. It's not that I don't enjoy playing Starfleet Command, but the Lyrans will sometimes test your patience. Because it's like, really? Really? Just all the things that happened in that Lyran campaign. It went on for a lot longer than I thought it was going to also. I would have thought that the Hydrons would put up such a fight. It's not like they didn't throw off the Klingon oppressors. So let's increase speed a bit. I'm not a fan of the Lyrans. Oh, did the stream just die? Is the stream back or is the stream dead? Because my YouTube thing says live, but it did say that I had lost connection for a second there. Drink coffee. Who am I playing next? Don't know. I don't have a clue. If you guys are interested in having a say in that, you can mention it. I know someone has suggested the Marak, and there was one guy who wanted the Gorn. We could do the Gorn, but that might get a little bit boring. Oh yeah, we gotta just blitz through things here. Let's just slow down. All phasers. All phasers. Okay, because they weren't overloaded. Was not sufficient to knock through. Briefly cut up. Just hiccup slightly. Stream is back. Okay, good. The ESG is a nice weapon. Yes, it is. But if it's your only weapon, it's a problem. So, disruptors are a skirmishing light weapon. The ESG is a super limited weapon. So, you kind of got a problem going on there. Marak versus Romulan. I just wanted to say I'm Tirak the Mirak. So yes, I'm Tirak the Mirak. That's literally where the name came from. Not even joking. Play the Marak against an enemy you haven't beaten on stream with the Marak. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not gonna do any. I'm not gonna do. This series was not gonna do like Federation versus Klingon or Klingon versus Hydran. This Series 2 is all about doing the alternate battles that we didn't do in Series 1. I'd support the Mirak, but I'm biased. They are my favorite. Yes, the Mirak are the most fun because they bring all the missiles. I hate the disrupt. Yeah, if they had something that gave them a little bit more effective ranged combat, like maybe ESGs and photon torpedoes. Honestly, I would love to see ESGs and Hellbores just because they interact with each other anyway. But the problem becomes, who do you fight? If you fight the Federation, you can do okay. Or not the Federation. If you fight the, yeah, the Federation, you can do okay. Because the Federation, let's see if I can, oh, I can. Excellent. The Federation doesn't use super extensive use of fighters, but the Hydrants just fighters everywhere, and your only anti-missile defense system is your phasers, which you don't have a lot of, and your ESG, which you also need as your primary assault weapon. I don't know how the Lyrans came up with this sort of defensive combo against the Marak, because your only heavy weapon to attack the enemy is also your only defensive option against their primary heavy weapon. Can't you also spin around at a speed of 31 most of the time? Yes, because missiles don't take power. So you can just maneuver as much as you want. Oh, we took out the shuttle bay? Excellent. That's why I haven't been using plasma torpedoes. Oh, wow. Whoops. Looks like our buddy over there did not have a good time against the Stardock. But yeah, Mirak are incredibly maneuverable. However, they're also prone to getting in over their head. Because if you haven't been home for a while, and you only have the half loads that the game gives you at the beginning of any mission, you can run out of ammo really, really quickly. And then you're down to phasers and a couple of disruptors, which makes you an inferior Klingon. Because the Klingons go disruptors and then missiles as support, whereas the Mirak are missiles with disruptors as support. Speaking of which, I'm not a huge fan of the disruptor either. It's just so anemic compared to the photon torpedo. Oh, I might just... I pulled within 2 of it. That's not even a remotely fair game. Let's get super close to him. If we're going to do this, we may as well get as much damage out of it as possible. Yeah, beam all the mines you want out of me. You're not going to affect me. I'm just going to sit here and plow into you. You shall fail, and eventually I'm going to knock out your shuttle bay and I'll follow up with plasma torpedoes. Now, main reason... Oh, there it goes. You may down now. Perfect. Shipyard assaults. Yeah, so apparently there's a lot of support for the Mirak. So I'm fully on board with that one, doing something especially enjoyable. And, you know, it would kind of make sense to do the Mirak immediately after the Lyrans. Especially because I didn't fight him this time. So we could do... Mirak versus Romulans would definitely be an interesting combo. Because cloaking would ruin your day so badly. So you wouldn't be able to do the traditional Mirak thing of extending the fight out just by running away from them and letting them come towards you. Oh, speed of time, please. Letting them come to you and firing missiles back at them. You'd have to get in close. So brawling with missiles would be an interesting thing. You might even be able to get away with using slow missiles, which means you'd be able to fly up to them, dump all the missiles in their face when they decloak to fire plasma torpedoes at you. Or that's a scary game of chicken to play. Or maybe not. That'll be an interesting thing to figure out. We might do that. That is something the game does as I revise gear. Wait, what? Remember, can you unpack that? Because I don't understand. One thing they did add in Starfleet Command 3 was the ability to go in reverse. Oh, I get what you're saying. I miss reverse gear, not revise gear. Yeah. It makes a certain amount of sense. Oh god. No. Why? What did I ever do to you? Okay. Not as terrible as it could be. So this is an X-type heavy cruiser. I now see why it gave us a plasma dreadnought. Oh boy. This, and is it PLPH? No, it's PL-17. Easy. Okay, so once we kill him, and I suppose him too. I mean, what are you? You're only a CX. I don't really care. But once we kill him, we'll be pretty good. Things important to know about fighting him. 1, he has 4 Gatling phasers that fire to his stern arc, so we got to be careful on that one, because you'll notice our stern arc sucks. And is there anything else? He's got 6 photon torpedoes. Puts the blast shell in the reactor. Yeah, it's an X-type heavy cruiser. We're in trouble now. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't set up any defenses, so here we are just trundling along at low speed while he just has fun. Let's also put on some little bit of electronic countermeasures going on there. Oh, you're going for the dreadnought. In all honesty, you're probably about evenly matched, but if you were an actual XCA, you would outgun him significantly. Thing to remember on XCAs, they have 6 heavy photon torpedoes, which is an effective armament of 12 photon torpedoes, which is more than any dreadnought in this game that can fire forward. Yeah. I mean, it's not the most damage that can happen. I mean, the King Condor exists and continues to exist, but let's get in here, and the moment we hit 15, light him up. Oh, good. 8 good hits. And we're hitting corner on. If the ESG hits corner on, then it hits both shields with more damage. I'm about to get into a... I got terrible aspect on this plasma torpedo shot. Because I'm flying towards him from the rear, and he's accelerating. He's a fast cruiser. Phasers to overload. Let's make sure we don't make that mistake. I have to get very close with these plasma torpedoes. And the problem is, the longer I take with that, the more chances he's going to have another shuttle ready to go. I'm going to wait for that to impact on you. And wait for that to... Oh, that was a fake. Nice. Hi! Surprise. Did you time it right? I see 88 damage, but I don't know what that was. No, you did not time it right. Okay. Alright, so we've managed to pull a pretty good plasma assault on him. And now we've got just modified Enterprise zipping through this battle without a care in the world. Just XCS. X anything is terrifying. Like, X-type destroyers are terrifying. X-type frigates, still pretty dangerous. Ow. Just, let's start getting some repair work going on here. Repair the engines. Do not repair that. That would take forever. I want the 360 phaser mount finished, then the phaser 3. No, then the forward phaser. Then the phaser 3. It's all about priorities here. Alright, let's start getting some distance here, because I need time to reassess and re-engage. The CX is coming in fresh in the battle. He's dangerous, but not as dangerous as he is. So we're going to actually pull in to focus on him. And we need some speed to get that done. Keep patching the engines. I need them engines, and I need them yesterday. Actually, we're not doing terrible on engine power. We're still at 46. So we need the full phaser firepower. That way I can charge more plasma torpedoes. How's the Explorer doing? Really? You named it Dreadnought the Explorer? That is such a Federation thing to do. Like, no other race would do that, but the Federation definitely would. Oh, good PPD. Our PPD weapons officer is just nailing every single shot. I think it was Marvin who wanted to be the weapons officer. So with PPDs, he's just an absolute god. So we've found his specialty weapon. Oh, I forgot you had missile launchers. Which makes sense, you are a fast cruiser. We have a paper-thin rear shield, and they're just abusing it. Officer Borsteel, that was it. Maverin Borsteel, was it? I'm pretty sure I mess up names badly. I'm going to screw up many people's names often, so I apologize in advance, and will probably apologize in the future for it still. By the way, he's not dead, so we're still going to come in with another full phaser pass on him, because he's an X-type heavy cruiser. Mavorn. I don't know how to pronounce it. Nor do I know how to spell it. So yeah, X-type heavy cruiser, of course, the primary target of everything that we're going to do, so we're just going to lunge right in on him, and hopefully the phasers will rip him apart so I can then help out the DNF, who is currently relying quite heavily on his armor to survive. Fix the PPD after that. There we go, okay. Let's pull on through. And give me a target on Mr. CX. It'd be interesting to see what you could do in this ship, because this is a pretty good setup. I mean, he's got 12 phaser exits. That's nice. He's let down by the fact he's only got 4 photon torpedoes. Like, that's standard Federation armament right there, but really, come on, guys, you're using X-type technology. Surely you can cram in a battlecruiser side photon torpedo armor. Oh, then again, no, the battlecruisers are all 4 photon torpedoes as well. Huh. The Federation are really undergunned. See, they overgun their small ships, and then undergun their midline ships, and then overgun their larger ships. At least I think. By the way, I love this Dreadnought model. This is one of my favorite Dreadnought models. Like, the one that we have normally in game is pretty cool, but I just love how this looks. Although, if I'm 100% fair, I think that should only be the X-refit Dreadnoughts. I'm gonna nail you with phasers. And that worked absolutely perfectly. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of how this looks from the side. Just because I just love this sweeping hull form. Yes, it's an Excelsior thing, but still, it looks pretty cool. But yeah. This mod has done so many great things. Also, Purple Nebula. And brand new planets, which are all... Are they heavy torps? What heavy torps? The Explorer has a pair of Fs. The Fast Cruiser has a... Oh no, were the CXs have heavy torps? I didn't think so. I was pretty positive they were just normal photon torpedoes. If they were heavies, that'd be a pretty good rig. 4 heavy photon torpedoes you could probably run using X-type engine techs. 6 is overpowering it. Well, yeah, the CX or the XCA has some serious power problems. Like, you will get one pass firing all your photon torpedoes, and then at that point you just need to shut down half of them, because you're never going to use them ever again. Because between the heavy phasers and the heavy photon torpedoes, you just don't have power. You're just so starved for energy, it's almost unfunny. Alright, on to just the I-type plasma torpedo. We'll be perfectly ready to engage this planet again. Maximize speed of time. Let's jump on top of this thing and bomb it to pieces. We're lucky that it's not a PLPH. But yeah, I'm 90% positive that the CX does not have heavy photon torpedoes. Could be wrong, though. Captain, these repairs will require some time. How much time? They appear to be done. Are you lying to me? No. Good work. Good work in the engineering section, keeping things flowing nice and good. 20 damage already. Nice job, Explorer. He's hit with 5 of his 6 photon torpedoes. Alright, we're going to have to stop at about 4.1, or 4.0 would be perfect, but I'm not sure we can get that kind of precision. 5, 4, come on, there you go, and we'll just stop here. Okay, all up and shoot. Now we just bomb the planet. That was a pretty good bombardment. That was 104 damage. I know, it's kind of sad compared to Romulans, but we're not Romulans, so we'll go with that one. I got most of this. This is still 9? Just another 7 more. Now 5. Bit by bit, we shall break your entire planet. 4, come on, 1 more. And go spread the word, gentlemen. Spread the word about peace and pacification and loyalty to the greater good. And we will all have a wonderful time. And let's start pulling out of here, actually. While the game chugs along and decides that, you know, 3 Marines left on a planet with no more people will probably win. Probably. I mean, we could lose. Somebody could trip over something and shoot everybody in the back. I don't think that's actually possible in-game, but, you know, in real life. So maybe the game is just trying to model real life. You never know. Yes, our fire warriors. Ah, yes, we are sending our fire warriors to pacify the area, and them and their drones and their fishes will annihilate everything. We're starting to build up prestige again, which will mean we can start taking a look at larger vessels. Mainly, I'm thinking dreadnought carriers, because those will be fun. Why do they give you 6 eye-torps when you can only use 2? Because they fire defensively. They will shoot at fighters and stuff behind us if we set it up in defensive mode. But I'm using it in attack mode, and when it's used in attack mode, it will only shoot at, it will only shoot the 1 plasma F torpedo when I command it. Ambushee. Let's get ambushed and find out what happens. Hello, Super John. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've ever seen your name before, so welcome to Starfleet Command 2 Orion Pirates Plus mod. And let's see what we got ourselves into. It's a heavy cruiser up front, then a heavy war destroyer behind us. Oh, it's a GSX! Ha! Nice! Armor's about 47%. Well, then let's hope that we can knock out a GSX before he can do anything terrible to us. Oh, please tell me you're exactly what I think you are. I think I'm 90% positive. Oh, actually, we should probably turn around and kill the... Because we're 20 close to the destroyer. Yeah, let's turn this thing around. Yes, I know it takes us 3 years to actually bring this thing around, but we're going to do it. Oh, this fat, huge ISC cruiser. Why couldn't we build nimble things? Why did we have to not be Klingons? Although with that said, I'm not a huge fan of the Klingon weapon mix. I'm a huge fan of Klingon maneuverability. I remember playing this game with my dad. Yeah, my dad actually got me into this game as well. Not mainly because he got me the game, but... Yeah. Point defense system... I'm not going to bother. You can blast me all you want. All other weapons... Oop. Targeted the wrong thing. You, and one of these. Oh no, it's going to have to be port side. So I have misclicked some things, and now we're going to be a bit slow. Because that's what I wanted to do. The GSX is coming in nice and slow. Oh, so it's an upgraded D-type? I would call it a downgraded D-type. The main reason I call it a downgraded D-type is because it's still a phaser, or a plasma F torpedo. Like, it still has all the power requirements of a plasma F torpedo, and that's just not good. Because the amount of power that thing takes up, there's a reason why we can't really move if we can't really move and do anything during the initial startup phase. Okay, now you die. Thank you. So we've done 60 damage to him, nailed him a little bit more, took a little bit of damage. We do need to start turning away. Here's the thing though, we're gonna get paid mad money in this one. This will be a 500 prestige payment, unless I... Point defense system, please. Missiles, start shooting them all down. God, that's a lot of them. That could be a problem. Because I only have a couple of phasers, and they only shoot in a couple of directions. Holy crap! That was a well-executed missile barrage. I salute you. We've been ambushed quite effectively. Can we start getting some repairs going on here? Because that was a lot into the stern, so we're missing a lot of power. And as much as I was joking about how you're a CX and you only have... Oh, God, I didn't realize you upgraded that phaser mount. That's a problem. Marines, I'm looking at you to bail me out. I can only put 4 on the deck at any one time. 8 could do something about that. Am I seriously going to lose the iron sides to this? Wow. Go to warp. I got distracted with many things. Just was not paying attention. It was that botched initial run. So the botched initial run on the Heavy War Destroyer, because I got distracted with a couple of other things, is what led to that. Because we could have gone in there relatively easily, fired our initial salvo, opened it up. Because we started really late. We fired at, what, 9 with the PPD? Should have been 15. We didn't follow up immediately with the pseudo-torpedo. So by the time we actually got there, we were stopped. His fighters had made a successful run, and the GSX had already come into support. So mistakes were made. Oh, we're in an NCSX, so at least we know what ship we're in. We could go into an X-type plasma destroyer. Because if you feel the need for 4 G-type plasma torpedoes. And 2 Fs that fire backwards. So this is the actual upgraded version of the I-type plasma torpedo. It's literally plasma F launchers in back, but plasma Ds up also on a 360 mount. Now, the thing that got me distracted, and the thing I want to keep explaining, is the reason why the plasma I torpedo kind of sucks is, again, it's 6 plasma F torpedoes that you actually need to power. The arcs are very limited, and then you need to compare that to a plasma D, which fires 360 degrees, rapid fires at just about everything, and takes no power to use because it's already charged cans. Who are we squaring off against? We got a single frigate, so that might be able to work out here. And the NCS actually is a pretty decent light cruiser. Shields, we've got 2 PPDs, and oh, this one's got an R-type plasma torpedo, so it's even better than the last one we got. So this will not be terrible at all. We'll probably stick in this until we get ourselves an X-type heavy cruiser, or until we bump up to a carrier, because I definitely want to get a carrier running. They're much more interesting. So set to 2. Set our phasers all on 1 so we can just spam everything. What are our arcs, by the way? And the R on 3. And we'll put the I-type plasma torpedoes on 4. We have some additional power. We may as well use it, because otherwise we're falling behind on the caravan. Set a probe. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of plasma I torpedoes. Once they start showing up in designs, all your power goes away. It's nice to have the 2 additional plasma torpedoes that fire backwards, but the fact that you got to charge 6 torpedoes in order to use it is just... it's really, really tough. So he is interestingly rigged. I kind of like that. The G-type phasers backing up a fusion cannon. That's very Hydran. So let's get on in here and hopefully smash him with a big rock. I want to slow down a bit more power into electronic countermeasures. We'll give our forward shields just a little bit of a buff. Well, as much as it'll give us anyway. There we go. And lay on into him. So a range of 15, PPD away. Good, we're going to get 2 good hits. So that'll be 8 full on through. Knock his forward shields completely off. Should have done that, but hey. And I'll open up with a phaser barrage first. Cause some damage, and then we're probably just going to pass on through. Phaser 3s, please kill his shuttle. Because I assume he launched a shuttle. I don't see it, though. Oh, we destroyed the shuttle bay! Ha! That's more than a little amusing to me. So we went through, we launched the pseudo-torpedo in order to deliberately bait out the shuttle. And the phaser pass that we made blew up the shuttle bay. So he crash-stopped in order to ditch it, but he couldn't get it online because we said they blew up the door. And they paid us 478 prestige for that. Holy crap. And we got a promotion. We are now Admiral of the Extraditer. Well, let's go check to see what we can afford with 4,691 plus whatever we can sell for. So we got 1,800. If we bought the cheapest thing in the shipyard, we could get 1,500 more. So we have, in essence, 6,000. Is there anything on here that we want? CCXP. We could jump right back into a CCXP. We could get into a medium dreadnought. It's got 6 plasma Is, 2 plasma Ds, 4 PPDs. So this is very much a fire support dreadnought. I don't think we want to get into that. I really think my plan for what I want to get into, and this might actually tell me, I want to get into... No. What was it? The DNZ? No. Somewhere in this list, at least I hope, there they are. The CVAX, the heavy carrier. I like this ship. This ship is a lot of fun. Or is it this one, or is there a battleship carrier? No, I definitely want the heavy carrier. It's got 16 fighters, which is pretty nice. It's got 2 PPDs, a whole bunch of phasers for backup. So basically we just sit back and let the fighters do the work. This is kind of my plan. I suppose we could go into the BBZ, because, you know, that's a lot of firepower. Or, you know, we could always also wait for, not that, one of these to pop along. Which is, you know, 4 PPDs. The heavy bombardment would be pretty nice, but... Oh, you also get the rear-firing PPDs. Ooh, the heavy bombardment might be worth it. Hey, I'm only 44 minutes late. Was locked into a 44-minute game. Well, that's pretty good timing. Nice to see you, Neutrino. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, X-type cruisers have wonderful shields. It's quite nice. So I'm going to stick to the extraditor for just a little bit longer. Why would you... We're a light cruiser, or... Well, we're technically a new heavy cruiser, but why would you want to be transported in this to your diplomatic mission? Surely there's a carrier or a dreadnought or something. By the way, that's not the ship we want, but it's one of the ship types that we want. This is a fast cruiser. And it is equipped with 8 Plasma F torpedoes. Holy crap. That's just ridiculous, man. You've brought ridiculous amounts of firepower to the game. And we're squaring off against a heavy cruiser and a DDT, which is a freighter, but you are equipped with plasma torpedoes, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go prep our anti-plasma torpedo stuff. I find that the XCB is much better than the XCA because of the 6 PPDs. Can't 2 of those PPDs only fire backwards, though? That's what I thought, anyway. PPDs are amazing, though. Yeah, I love them. They're fantastic weapon systems that can deal wonderful things. Mainly making people cry. Because, great, now I need to defend all the shields. I don't want to say they're inferior to Hellbores, but Hellbores also have a really nice advantage. They could just get to wrap around and hit anything they want. Hellbores are deadly. What's your policy on vape pen usage on the bridge? No vaping. Not a huge fan. Mainly because back when I was in college, vape pens had started to be a thing, and I was trying to work in the library to do some work, and there was this person next to me who was just vaping constantly. And you can tell me all you want that it's completely harmless and everything, but you know what? I was trying to concentrate, and suddenly just these billowing clouds of smoke. So, not on the bridge purely because you're going to obscure the view screen. But what you do in your own time is entirely up to you. We're slightly Federation like that. Hellbores can do massive damage to one shield and some to the rest, but PPDs do equal damage to all 3 at once. They don't. So PPD will focus on the front, on the main shield that they hit, and then they deal partial damage to the side. So right now, when we fire at our range of 5 or 15, our PPD will deal 3 damage to the frontal shield, and then 2 more, and then 1 to each side damage. Yeah, that's how University was. They allowed it. Wow, that's pretty. Wow. Oh good, 8 good shots. Seriously, our weapons officer with the PPD just bang on every time. Very, very happy with him. Fire that, that'll influence that. That's exactly. Ooh, you have that R-type plasma torpedo actually charged. Focus the tiny little shuttle, please. Phaser 3, if you don't mind. I just wanted the 3 to fire, but okay, we'll do that one too. All weapons select. Slow right on down. Hi, you have an open shield. I'm about to try and get around to it. Exchanging plasma torpedo fire. I may have hurt myself a bit more than I intended to do that, but we need to give the diplomat, like, we need to give him the authentic military experience of everything shaking and about to blow up around you. We just continue to pound away. You've taken up some of your phases, but not nearly enough. But you're about to expose yourself to a G-type plasma torpedoes. So, oh wow. I gotta say, that was just pretty gosh darn impressive. Let's give him the rear one. Do you find I-torps useful at all? Kind of. I mean, it's nice to have an I-type plasma torpedo. We're about to use one. Can I drop down in speed before he hurts me? I could. That was nice. I-type torpedoes are useful. I would rather not have them, though. I would rather they were plasma Ds, so I had more power elsewhere. Wait a second. No vaping in the engineering bay. The reactor does not like that. I-torps useful. Do fire. I'd say all the fires on the bridge does a good job of obscuring the view screen. We didn't take that much damage this time, just a little bit. But what do ISC warp cores look like? The school treats vaping like smoking and bans it on the whole campus. Sounds pretty sensible. So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the I-torpedoes. And again, it's purely because of the power requirement. The fact that the I-type plasma torpedoes is giving, like, I have to charge 6 plasma torpedoes right now. And I only get to use 2 of them. Give me a plasma D, and then I'll just use the rest of that energy for other things. Or maybe a couple of phasers. Or, you know, a couple of Gatling phasers in those I-type torpedo mounts. Can you imagine that if ISC ships had access to 6 rear-firing Gatling phasers? That would be amazing. The 4 Gatling phasers on the Federation heavy cruiser, X-type heavy cruiser, is already ridiculously powerful. So let's pick up the speed, and we're green alert. We're nice and safe here. So enjoy the view without the obstruction of the shields, and maximum speed time. Yep, we're cruising it full as we can. Do kids these days jump straight into vaping before smoking then? Vaping equals smoking. It's big tobacco propaganda. It's quite worrying. I'm told it's not. I've got a couple of friends who vape. They generally don't vape near me, but I hear it's cleaner. So more power to them, I guess, but not when I'm trying to do work. I'm trying to study and do things at the time. Not I managed to actually finish that chapter of my life, which I was pretty happy with. So we're going to pull in above this planet, and we'll beam the diplomat down. It's very green. And I'll stop. So let's transport Mr. Diplomat over. Goodbye. Enjoy. Imagine if they were G2s. Yeah. Oh, imagine if anybody but the Hydrants had access to G2s. Can you imagine a Federation heavy cruiser with heavy photon torpedoes and G2s? Now there's a lethal combination. Oh, I can reach out and touch you and annihilate you and everything that you ever loved. They're terrifying. G2s are just... It's like, wow, let's put up Phaser 1 and we'll give you 4 of them in one mount. Sure. Sure, that's fair. Alrighty, so a patrol operation. Preparing for battle. Was that... Did I see the... Yes, it's my little dragon nebula. This... I'm going to use a heavy disruptor to light up my... Something with YouTube. Are we... See, OBS says everything is fine, but YouTube is freaking out. Alright, are we good now? How about that, YouTube? Are you happy with that? Are you trying to push me to Twitch YouTube? Alrighty. So I think we're back. If it goes down one more time, I'm not going to wait for it. I'm just going to go into OBS and say, you know what? I'm redoing this. Because on my end, I think I've got everything going pretty well. Alrighty. So let's cancel and resume. So I think we're back. I think. Checking. Yes? Good? No? Maybe? And we are back. Okay, so Josh says we're back. Engineer says it's back, so clearly we must be good. As is Remo. Okay. Is anyone else here a fan of the TNG edits on YouTube? I don't know what you're talking about. Sean says, I wonder what the Enterprise D shield and power stats would be within Starfleet Command 2 with stats directly compared to X-types. I want to figure that out too. Because that's part of the mod that I would like to see produced and developed, which would push past the X era and eventually get into TNG. Figure the shields of the galaxy would be list. Well, it would be like not only an X-type ship, as the X-type ships are compared to the normal ships, but it would also have to be a dreadnought, because the Galaxy class is quite clearly a dreadnought. Maybe not the most powerful dreadnought, because, you know, eventually we get the Galaxy X, but that's clearly what it would have to be. Type in TNG edits into YouTube sometime. It's people who edit TNG episodes to make Picard evil. You mean what CBS will probably do with the new series? No. No, that was a bad joke anyway. Alright, let's actually set ourselves up so we can actually fight this guy instead of chat. He's going full-on ECM. What are you, exactly? You're a bombardment cruiser? Probe, tell me exactly what I'm dealing with. Oh, here it comes. Ha! See, that's what happens with defense shift of 1 versus photon torpedoes. You are not terrible. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. So, we'll do the PPD, and then we'll fire the plasma torpedo, and we'll all have good times. Actually, no, we'll fire the plasma torpedo now. And PPD now. 1 miss. So 7 hits, that'll be good. And I assume you're going to stop with that. Nope. Nope, he just kept going. Okay. Well, now I'm going to hit you. Oh, I don't think my phasers were overloaded. But I did hit you for quite a bit of damage. Oh, because you launched a scatter path. That's cute. Didn't even notice that. Since there are about 2 generations of ships between X-era and TNG. Yeah, that's what I figure. So, compare early-era ships to X-era ships, and then you have to remember it's a dreadnought, because there are no X-dreadnoughts. Even though that would be ridiculously good. I checked out Prelude to Exnar, which you mentioned in Fusion Fact. I enjoyed it, but it made me pretty... Yeah, the sad part is that it'll never come to be. And it really deserves to become something. Good maneuvering. Remember, Scatter Pack. I know another monster has Phaser 4. Yeah, the Sun Glider has Phaser 4s. And it's pretty hilarious to use. Am I lost in this a bit? Wasn't here to hear the answer to the phaser force on other ships besides... No, there isn't. It's just the Sun Glider, and... Well, that players can control. It's just the Sun Glider. There is also the Intergalactic Dreadnought, which also has phaser 4s and has an invulnerable forward shield. Plasma torpedo at the back. Oh, it's the USS Freedom. Really? Wow, that's a very, very cliched name. Federation would be proud. I love Major Grin's TNG recuts, but the copyright trolls took down most of them. Oh, that sucks. Hate it when the copyright gets in the way. Like, yeah, I get that you gotta protect your copyright, but come on. Give them a license or something. Their community is not served, and the property is not served, by which I mean, like, Star Trek as a property, is not served by just going after them. Like, seeing things like Stage 9 get shut down is just... That's hurting your community, because it's the community that's gonna keep you going. And if you keep shutting down every fan project, eventually you're gonna bleed off your community and have nothing left. How broken would it be, if other ships had phaser 4s? It would be hilariously broken. The damage on a phaser 4, I'll go grab the pamphlets right there, but I gotta be clicking buttons right now. I must become my glorified typewriter right at the moment. But the phaser 4 is just significantly so much more powerful. Good shot there. Not quite. I do expect that if you were trying to sort of port in TNG era ships, you would probably be giving them phaser 4s and even more powerful. But yeah. Just imagine phaser 5s. There's another one besides the Intergalactic Dreadnought, I think, which is phaser 4s. I've only seen it once while playing the game, though. I don't know what... So the monsters are Andromedans, the normal monsters, of which the Sun Glider has one, and the Intergalactic Dreadnought. And I don't know if you can run into a planet killer in this. If you do, I hope that they have a script to make sure that you have another ship that you can go with. Just imagine phaser 5s, yeah. You gotta give me bills to repair. Well, you've got 2 spare parts left, so I'm gonna have to ask you to make do. Of all franchises Star Trek owes, it's the fan... Of all franchises Star Trek owes its fans the most. Yeah, its fans kept bringing it back over and over and over. CBS doesn't want the old fan base? That's a complicated thing. So, I think it's a matter of not appreciating the property. They don't quite understand it, and so because of that, they don't realize that you kind of have to... You have to pay some respect to a fan base that goes through as much as Star Trek fans do. And you took out... Oh, no, you just damaged my other PPD. PPDs are super vulnerable to taking damage. I remember seeing a monster once just that had tons of phasers, like a starbase worth of phasers. That is the Sun Glider, although you're telling me that it wasn't the Sun Glider. Whoops. That might not avoid that mine, barely? Ah, just barely. Excellent. Star Trek Online has phaser 13s, which fit perfectly considering how far advanced they are compared to normal Trek. Just using phasers, no PPDs. Sun Gliders don't have PPDs. Oh, us using? Yeah, because... Our PPDs aren't charging. We're traveling too quickly for that, mainly because I want to avoid his missiles, because his missiles appear to be kind of important to his assault strategy. Oh, good. 4 good hits there. With red and spikes on each side. Oh, I know the monster you're talking about. I do. I've only run into that monster during the Enigma mission, and it's always been the damaged ship that you spy on. But yeah, I've seen that monster. I just didn't know that it had a whole bunch of phasers. Alright, Freedom, you're mine. We're gonna throw Freedom in the brig. Yeah, I know the ship that Gene's talking about. We've seen it several times in the Enigma mission. It's always the disabled ship. I've never seen it, like, not half destroyed. But yeah, for reference, the Phaser 1 at point blank range, a range of 0, will do a maximum of 9 damage and an average of 6.5. A Phaser 4 at point blank range will deal 20 damage maximum with an average of 18.3. So that's the kind of damage difference that you're dealing with, over double. Yeah. Let's see, they do 750 damage in Starfleet Command 2 terms. That's... Wow, really? That's ridiculous. Because we don't get shields that are anywhere near that. There's also CBX. If you were playing that ship, you'd have won this battle. But we did... Oh, if we were playing this... It's pretty good. I like it. It's got... The thing that Federation ships have is just good arcs on their phaser X's. Yeah, in my game, it was coming after me. I was terrified. Alright, Freedom's ours. Let Freedom be in the brig now. And we'll move on from here. I'll be getting a decent amount of prestige out of this one because, yeah, we currently need some money to fix things and buy spare parts. 384 only. Well, I can't say only. That was a pretty nice haul, actually. We're up to 5,535. And if we sold our ship, we would have 1,400-ish. Oh, no, we would have 1,500 again. That's nice. So we're looking at actually having 7,000. We can get that medium dreadnought if we want it, but I kind of don't want that medium dreadnought. There's just nothing else. Do we buy the medium dreadnought? What do you guys think? We have an option to really quickly pick up a medium dreadnought, or we could keep saving for something different. Yeah, my game was going to be such a high average damage on Phaser 4. Yeah. It's that average damage that gets you because it doesn't drop too low. So how thick is a phaser shot? No, not that thick. I mean, it's like inches. It's the thickness of the shot would be pretty considerable to like the main gun on a battleship. Save? Yeah, I think we save too. Just because I want to get something really cool. The shot destroys part of Florida and Enterprise. Shows you how thick phaser... That wasn't a phaser. Nah, the Xindi attack weapon... The Xindi weapon, that was not just a normal phaser. That's not like a starship rated phaser. You can see the phasers, the phaser emitters on the Constitution models. And if even though a lot of people aren't fans of the JJ-verse, they actually show, I figure, pretty decent size of what the phaser turrets are in Star Trek when the Kelvin is getting blasted away. That thing was huge. Maybe a special beam weapon. Yeah, some kind of... It literally was a super weapon. So I think we're going to top off right there to spend another 200 prestige. Hey, what's the mission here? We've got a monster mission. Hey, maybe we'll run into that special monster. As for SDO phasers, I think they'd actually do 36 to 48 damage and only be dual arcs. Never higher than 2 phasers per arc. Yeah, probably. Something like that. Maybe more. Beam reminded me of Major Grin, the one episode Worf prepare beams, and he says in such a heavy voice. 1 arc for starboard, 1... I don't know about 1 for starboard. Well, see, here's the problem we were getting. So, you've got your phaser emitters, which is what we're using. Like, our ships are using phaser emitters. They're little ball turrets. And then the phaser emitters get packed into phaser arrays. And those phaser arrays then make up phaser strips. So really, if we wanted to be more like the way that it was actually set up, we would be looking at, like, a lot of phasers per arc, purely because they're all in that phaser bank. Oh, no, it's phaser emitters go to phaser banks are arranged into phaser arrays. That's how it works. So it wouldn't be just 1 or 2, it'd be like a bunch of phasers on either side. And you'd probably simplify that purely to just having like 3 or 4, or maybe 2 or 3 per arc, and just giving them crazy higher damage than even that. Because you have to remember, the TNG phasers, that's a ton of these phaser emitters which are combined together. It's a ridiculous amount of damage. So you'd say 4 on 1 270-degree arc for aft, 2 3-number arcs for 270-degree fore. I'm not quite sure how you'd kit that out. I'm really not. Honestly, I'd have to be looking at a Galaxy class, which I could bring up, but we are engaging a disruptor monster, so nobody really cares. He's super weak. We're gonna come up to him. We're gonna abuse him quite hard with our type plasma. In fact, I'm fighting a monster. An enveloping plasma torpedo go. He has no shields. We may as well hit him for 100 damage. Puts you on fire. How many times does Picard leave the Enterprise on a shuttle in the middle of disaster? Well, there's that one episode, which for some reason I've watched twice in the just recent past, where the one with Picard gets in a time loop and learns that he then needs to turn into the distortion and fly into it. So I'm really not sure how you'd break that down. But I would be more than willing to have that discussion if we were planning on making the mod. Heck, I'm more than willing to have that discussion now. So, 4 in 1 270-degree arc aft. And then 2 3-number... So 9 phasers firing forward, and 4 firing backwards, if I'm thinking about that right. Huh. So do they leave black holes behind? I imagine that the micro black holes that the Romulans use dissipate, because they're just too small to support themselves. So, our plasma torpedoes ready to go. All of our plasma torpedoes are ready to go, so let's go. 6 forward, 4 backwards. Oh, okay. So you got to keep in mind. So you've got the ventral and dorsal arrays, and we have seen that they can fire those things really rapidly. Like, the rate at which they're fired is pretty considerable. Because I'm just thinking of the one scene where the Enterprise is just blasting a whole bunch of different arrays into the Borg cube. The artificial singularity breaks down. So, the thing you want to do is you want to make sure that they've got a lot of options. Because these arrays are supposed to be super... They're supposed to be super... How do I put this? I'm really kind of struggling how to put this. They're supposed to be very flexible. So they have to be able to defend the ship effectively against incoming missiles and the like. And they also have to be readily available to fire. So I think you'd also either want to put on phaser 3s for support, or just give them a lot of AMDs too. Although that would then make... Well, no, that would actually make fighters super unuseful because... like they were further on in TNG, because they just became a lot more difficult to use. Alex channel, I get to have answers to all the random nonsense I've wondered about Trek. We're just all kind of spitballing here, so... It's about a gathering of 12 ST fans. Well, that's what we all are. We're all Star Trek fans. I mean, come on. We wouldn't be watching this game if we didn't enjoy Star Trek in some capacity. Especially we're playing a 17-year-old game at this point. Although, granted, it looks gorgeous because of the guys. And I haven't done that yet, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to take an opportunity to plug the guys at Hot and Spicy. If you don't know anything about this mod, and I think you all do by now, this is the Starfleet Command 2 Orion Pirates Plus mod. The original mod, Orion Pirates Plus, is by Firesoul. And the guys over the Hot and Spicy forums decided they were going to make a fan patch to upgrade the base Orion Pirates game to a level where you could play it easily on things like Windows 10 in, as you see, 1920 by 1080. It's absolutely gorgeous and lovely. And we should all be very proud of them. And if you want to check out more of their stuff, you want to download this mod, go to the Hot and Spicy forums. The link is in the description down below. And if you want to just send a shout out to them and say, hi, we heard about you from somewhere, and give them some kudos, then they absolutely deserve it. So yeah, now that... Get your plugging in. Well, I don't plug any merchandise, so I may as well plug the mod that we play and all enjoy. And seriously, the work that these guys have done has been just fantastic. And they really deserve a lot of credit for what they've done. It's just amazing. This game, if you compare this to what the original game looks like, if you just take it out of the box and manage to get it running, it looks so much better with all the effort that they put in. So, now that I've got that out of the way, not that I'm treating that like it's just a duty to perform. Trust me, these guys are awesome. Let's try and catch up with things. Slightly less damage from making them charging in half turn. I think these Phaser X's charge at half a turn, so yeah, changing the recharge rate would definitely be useful. Maybe faster than half a turn, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You're gonna just shoot himself so bad. Well, I was shooting it to a massive attack shift, and I knew that I was, but I can't really blame them too much for that one. Because I did place them in a position where they just had to, well, fire at something they could barely see. It's kind of silly that not all ships detonated when destroyed in Star Trek, but I guess they just thought it looked cooler with thermal explosions. I don't understand. Oh, I did not realize you were with me. I mean, I knew you were there, but I didn't realize that you had a PPD also. Because, well, that inherently makes him more cool. Since the matter-antimatter would mix like an inner core. I'm sure they've got safety systems to be able to vent that in some way. Like, I can't imagine that every ship is literally a bomb that's always about to explode. Not everything has to be a warp core breach. I mean, we've seen that. Although turning large ships into just massive fire ships, fill those big tanker freighters to the brim with antimatter and shove them at the enemy. Yeah, strike cruisers do a lot of work. They're great. We love them. Especially when they're supporting us. Enigma! Let's go be enigmatic. Totally messed that word up. Enigmatic. What, are we making the Are we making the melon? What? Confused. My favorite TNG recut is when Picard's ready room chime goes off and he yells come, which means something entirely different in Major Grimm's universe, and Data is on the other side, and Data goes, ha-ha! We got a random Lyran-like cruiser out here. Let's find out exactly what we're doing. He's got dilithium. We're going to steal that dilithium. We're going to steal all that dilithium, because we need it desperately. So I've been told. Engineering, prepare for more dilithium. I don't know what we're going to use with it, but hey. So the Malon are a race in Voyager. Okay. I'm thinking Lord of the Rings whenever you say Melon. Yes, Melon. Speak friend and enter. Oh, we're fighting a Gorn frigate. That's cute. Let's prep a shuttle. Let's get a shuttle ready just in case. I mean, he could be like a massive battle frigate. I don't think he is, but he's a PDT. So he's a plasma destroyer. Do Gorn have pseudo frigates? They sure as heck probably don't have fighters. I can't imagine Gorns would have fighters. Huh. Orbital antimatter bomb would be the ultimate weapon. Oh wow, you are not a plasma destroyer. I thought PDT would mean that you were plasma equipped, but you're just not. Wow. That's actually rather embarrassing for you. I feel sorry. You do have fighters. Really? Oh no, they are... Okay, they are pseudo frigates. I remember now. I remember that y'all had pseudo frigates. Oh, poor little heavy war destroyer. I must take this, and now I'm going to leave before the chain reaction can cascade into terrible, horrible things. The episode where Riker cooks eggs for everybody and Worf noms up enthusiastically. It's delicious, what is it? And Data goes, feline supplements 74 and he chokes. They feed eggs to cats? Alright, let's see what he does with this. I anticipate a crash stop, but he may not do that. Okay, apparently not. Fire everything. Plasma torpedo, please? Good angle, there we go. And so we've just caused a whole bunch of damage to him. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity of them being stupid and do this. Oh, is the range going to work? Just in time. Hi. We've come to eliminate you from this battle. Because once you're dead, your buddy has no defense against us. It makes a heck of a lot more sense to try and kill them than to try and kill him off first. We just don't have the alpha firepower to do it. I love it when the Raker says boom when he puts the eggs in the plate. TNG, we send half the command staff on away mission. That's every Star Trek, let's be honest. The command staff is always on a mission. It's never justified, and it's always against regs. They're quite like Romulan pseudos, except they're cloakless and more garbage. Romulan pseudo frigates are amazing. Let's all make sure that is fully understood. Oh, you're gonna have a really bad day, little friend. Slow down even more. Lots of damage on you. You don't have a whole heck of a lot of systems left, so we're just probably gonna park back here and use our phasers. Where time travel is standard and the ship usually gets captured. Is time travel standard? Did Voyager have a preponderance of time travel episodes? I know that's how they ended Voyager, was with time travel. There we go. Everything has exploded. We are victorious. Whew. There's one by Gazora and Data sing some Italian songs. And then can I get you a drink, dear? A romantic dinner with Spot. And that's let's kick the Gorn out of here. I don't want Gorn in my area. They're dangerous. They're difficult to kill because they have plasma torpedoes and a lot of armor. At least one per season, if not two. Because I know that they have a couple of interesting like one of the best arcs in Voyager has got to be the it's like the Year in Hell or something like that. And that's one of the better arcs for sure. And that is centered around time travel. A weapon that can erase you from time. Whoever thought of that one was probably not thinking straight. We are on pacification patrol. I forgot for a second what mission we had taken. Heavy cruiser? Are you another NAX? You're an NDC. Oh god. So they're the new drone cruiser, and unlike the normal races, he's going to have a MIRV launcher. A, V, B, yup. So 6, 10, 11 missiles. Equinox is... Equinox makes me angry. Like, I'm sure you have all seen some breakdowns of the Equinox episode, and you know what? I kind of agree with most of them. Like, that was a situation where Janeway was just terrible. She was a horrible, horrible person. No better than who she thought she was fighting. And it wasn't even super well done, because they wanted you apparently to, like, sympathize with Janeway and what she was going through. It's like, wow, you are a terrible, terrible leader. So we nailed him with most of the things. We'll fire a pseudo-torpedo, because we're about to get shot at by a lot of missiles. And by a lot of missiles, I mean an absolute metric ton of missiles. Now, here's the key. We have to pull away from him right now. We can't just pull in and get close, because too many missiles for that. Let's build some distance and wait until he fires 11 missiles our way. I am a little bit afraid of you, new drone cruiser, because you can deal a lot of damage. Those missiles make me uneasy. Yup. They make me uneasy as well, because we don't have a point defense system. Well, we could turn on a... This would literally be firing plasma F torpedoes at missiles. That's another reason why the anti-plasma torpedo is somewhat annoying. It's like, have you ever heard of overkill? Now, to be fair, it's fantastic for taking out pseudo-frigates, because, you know, firing anti-plasma torpedoes at pseudo-frigates is awesome. My second favorite episode is Timeless, where they actually managed to use the quantum fixing device. I eat that, and then I'm going to fire more plasma torpedoes at you, because you really can't stop me from doing this. The USS Napoleon. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Let's get this other plasma torpedo away. We're just going to burn them down. There they go. PPDs are ready, so we're going to have to make use of that soon. Taking out most of his shields. Yep, there's the MIRV. That's just a trail of pain and damage. So we need to avoid that. It's okay, they're only red drive. Yes, they've only red shifted. We're safe. So let's lock onto him with our PPDs. One miss, but that'll be 7 hits in total. And now we'll come in with the phaser barrage. Make sure these things are on overload to deal the most amount of damage. Clever, clever, clever. But not clever enough. Is that the MIRV? Could be. Oh, very clever. I like that one. That was good. But I have a mine, and that's going to take out most of your stuff. Perfect. Timed it precisely. If Jordan LaForge is not on my arms in 10 seconds, he's dead. What are these re-edits? I'm going to have to look for them, because they apparently are hilarious. Napoleon isn't a bad one. Although not in a bad enough way for me to say that he has no more shields, because that would be the state I would prefer him to be in. Let's pull directly away. We could just do another. See, that is the reverse firing order he should be doing. It should always be MIRV first, because the MIRV missiles deal half damage, and they're the first ones that are going to get soaked up by point defense. So I don't know why he's firing his MIRVs after his real missiles. That makes no sense to me. These shields are getting mulched. Yes, but they're designed to be mulched. We want to steadily sandpaper them away until we're perfectly safe. This is probably going to hurt me a little bit, but we should be mostly fine. Oh god, we are not going to be mostly fine. Never mind, we're mostly fine. I mean, they damaged the PPD, but other than that, we're good. No PPD power. Yup, PPDs are offline. We have to be traveling at too high a speed. Isn't that not one of the scariest things you've seen? Well, probably not, but still. Alright, we'll line them all up nice and safe, trail them out a little bit, and we'll dump a mine just as soon as we get a good drop. Don't fire at them. We outrun them. I guess the gunnery crews want some practice. Who might argue? Here, eat this. Should be fine. This is our AMD. Oh, wow, whoops. I thought we were far enough away, but apparently not. We'll fix this, we'll fix this, and then finally the I-type plasma torpedo. He's doing a speed of 2, so we're in pretty good shape right now. We just can't get too close to him right now. Otherwise, he'll make my life annoying. I could go way out and then just bombard him with plasma torpedoes, but I think we need to get in just a little bit closer. Yeah, there it goes again. Pushing us away. See, the point defense system is off. I'd have to go into the weapon systems and just manually unhook them. Alright, there we go. Took him down. Took a little bit longer than we intended, but hey, that'll still work out. I think we'll go back home, see what ships there are. 306 prestige. We're not going to get any more big influxes of cash because we're fully an admiral at this point. But I would like to see what more we can buy. Get back home. Hi. Actually, no. Supplies, I have 1752. If we sold, we would not make a whole heck of a lot of money. Got a DNT. This is a torpedo dreadnought with 2 S's, 8 plasma eyes, and 2 PPDs. Meh. It's really meh. Although we could buy it. No, we wouldn't be able to buy it outright, but we're close. Got just a DNX over here. DNX is 4 PPDs, 8 plasma eyes, but no plasma torpedoes normally. XCB. Wait, is there one? Oh, there is, huh? Yeah, we'll buy that one. I kind of wanted a carrier, but we could get into a really nice ship. So let's trade in the Extraditer and use the Warder. And we'll pick up a couple more shuttles just in case we... Oh, a couple more shuttles in case we run into the Gorn. Federation, we really don't make use of them. I suppose we could use them for missiles, but I always viewed giving up your initiative on that one as just a terrible idea. So I try to use speed to avoid missiles. Although, to be fair, the AI can't buy larger missiles, so I suppose I can't judge them quite in that way. MET-17 patrol is bugged. Let's head out to the planet. Although we should probably get ourselves rigged up before we throw ourselves into a shipyard assault. How are you enjoying playing the ISC, Tarek, better than others? Yes, I enjoy the ISC. The ISC is a lot of fun, because they have crazy weapon systems. Yeah, 2 of these PPDs only shoot backwards. So there is that going for them. So all PPDs select on 2. We'll go phasers, which were surprisingly light on phasers, I have to say. Only 9 of them. And then the S-type plasma torpedoes, which fire in an absolutely monstrously huge arc. So 1 is all the phasers, 2 is all the PPDs, and 3 is the plasma torpedoes. We're squaring off against a dreadnought, but we brought a battleship. Eat it. We're going over by the battleship. Let's see. Plus you have 3k left over. A little bit less than that now. Look at those shields. Yes, the shields. You shall not break our shields. We are invincible. And now, since we don't have to charge those gosh darn plasma eye torpedoes, we have so much more power to use for other things. Like, more weapons. Oh, wait, this is 6 PPDs. It's 2 firing backwards and 4 firing forwards. Oh, this will be interesting. By the way, this is the biggest ship we could possibly get. It's a BBX. So, yeah. And now he's swooping in towards us, I think. And we're fighting against a CVA, which is a heavy carrier, and a battlecruiser. The battlecruiser is a BCV, so this is a battlecruiser carrier. This is one of the ones that I want to replace with a different model. Actually, I could show you that model. It's the that Excelsior kit bash from Deep Space Nine. You know, the one that pretty much doesn't have a neck and like reverses the direction of the secondary hull or something like that. That's the ship I want to be a battleship carrier, or not a battleship carrier, a battlecruiser carrier. I think it would be hilarious. I'm kind of sad that we only got S-type plasma torpedoes instead of ours, because I like our torpedoes. And he's launched his fighters. Oh, you managed to hit me. Well, maybe I should hit you right back. We have a D-type plasma torpedo, which will be excellent use against his fighters, but we kind of don't want to engage his fighters, so we're just going to do something like this. Line them up, get within a range of 15, and quad PPDs engage. Oh, it's going to be all of them. Every single one of them. Now stop moving. Yeah, you're about to have a really bad day. Well, he did launch he did launch the oh, rear firing PPDs. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. And come on, drop down your attack ship. There it is. There we go. Completely destroyed. Oh dear God, I looked at this kit bash. Looks like the scimitar. Oh yeah, the regulation. Yeah, it's a pretty nice ship. The Curry class? Let me go quickly check it over here. Make sure. Let's see. Curry class. Star Trek, just in case. And as that loads up, images. Show me the pictures. Pretty pictures. Oh wow, that was a lot of photon torpedoes. I should probably pay attention. Also, plasma. Surprise! Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at. That's kind of what I want the battlecruiser carrier to be. Phasers, please get involved. We also have incoming Hawks we should probably worry about. But I have a D-type plasma torpedo. What do I care? But yeah, I think the Curry class should be the battlecruiser carrier, because it has the big secondary hull and pretty much nothing else, and you figure that would make sense as a fighter carrier. At least in my opinion. I always favored developing plasma torpedo with PPDs. Thought about it. Yeah, we knew that going into an X-type ship would be awesome. So yes, I'm very, very happy with what we're currently doing. Ooh, bad accuracy, but we still were able to flood him with a whole bunch more firepower, and I think we've got him mostly down. Oh, phasers weren't quite enough to take him down. The Gatling is ready to go, though. So as soon as we cross the range of 3, we will be able to nail him with that. Unless, of course, we need to use it for point defense. Which apparently we did. Any weapons available? Not yet. We're going to have to wait for the half-load to re-go. And passing over him. Really? The fact that you are still alive kind of stuns me. I'm going to drop a mine, mainly to back you off. There you go. Turn away, MacArthur. I don't feel like fighting you right now. Fight you in a bit, when we're good and ready. Haha, good Googling mid-battle, getting cocky. Well, we have a battleship. Come on. It's not like we need to be too worried. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about having the MacArthur right behind me now punching through my rear shields, but come on. We have a battleship. I'm going back to him, and he'll take care of the MacArthur for me. He likes me. Stop shooting me. You know what? We're just gonna do this. You can't touch me. Go away. We're going invasive maneuvers. Apparently, he's still touching me. I have a defense shift of 2, and he's still hitting me. You have a battleship's amount of PPDs in your forward. Yep. That's always a nice amount of firepower. And then we can turn around and run away using our rear PPDs. Seriously, what the hell? Oh, that's why. Like, how are you being so accurate? Because he's right on top of me. Still need to build some distance. Keep evading. Thank you. Now you're engaging somebody who matters. That shows you. Yeah, most of the aft shields are gone at this point. Plasma torpedoes. Patch the engines. Let's actually start getting on these repairs. We are missing a PPD, which makes me unhappy. Rear firing PPD should actually line up in just a moment. Or at least one of them will. Miss, and then a hit. So 3 hits. Yeah, so now we'll be able to come around and completely take him out. Reading your rear shots, this new warp core isn't tested properly. Well, you're about to get it tested. We're stress testing. That's the plan. We intended to take those shots, see? It wasn't battle damage or poor tactics. It's because we wanted to. And 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 miss. Wow, 3 misses. By the way, PPD killing people? Favorite way of killing people. You don't have to like it, you just have to make it work. Alright, so we got a Merak Stardock. So that should be relatively simple to take down. And they're already engaging with missiles. Let's shut off the erratic maneuvers. You can fire PPDs while maneuvering erratically. That I did not know. That's interesting. There's not a whole heck of a lot of heavy weapons you can do that with. I'll upgrade for the stream for a second for work. What ship is he now? I am in an X-type battle cruiser. I am in a heavy bombardment cruiser with 6 PPDs and 2 plasma S's and a plasma D for point defense. It's quite the useful vessel. Overloaded PPD was insane there. Wait, who used an overloaded PPD? We didn't. Not tested properly. What stream? Oh boy, that makes PPDs even more powerful. Kind of. I mean, the problem with the overloaded PPD is that you've got such a short period of time to get all 4 shots off. The battleship used an overloaded PPD when shifting position. Oh, okay. That's cool. But yeah, with the overload PPD, you've got such a short period of time to get the shots off. So, unless you're right behind them, in which case, congratulations on your fantastic positioning. Let's increase the speed of time on this one. They're just Stardocks. How hard can they be? I'd like to take that planet in this episode, but I'm not sure that one's going to happen. Oh, by the way, overload PPD is actually 6 shots. Yep. It overloads it, and, oh, did I say 4 shots? Yeah. Underloaded is 2, normal is 4, overloaded is 6. Doesn't deal any more damage, it just, well, it has the potential to deal more damage. But you just extend it out. Hi, I've come to annihilate you, and I'm going to pull up pretty close in order to do it. In fact, now would actually be a pretty decent time in order to use overloaded PPDs, because we can just sit here and siege him. And he can't fire back in any meaningful way. And let's... Nope, we're too close. Gosh darn it. The rears work well overloaded as you generally are. Yeah, that is a real good point. Maybe I should unlink them. Alrighty, overload the phasers. Hi, you no longer have a shield. I enjoy doing that. Maximize speed time. Oops. Shut it off, I turned it up. We will eventually wipe out your Turtle Bay and I'll be able to fire plasma torpedoes at you. That's the power. That's the plan. Power is back to normal, and the PPD is almost finished. Excellent. Oh, we gotta wait for the phaser capacity chart so we can blitz through his shields. You can shoot all you want. You're not gonna make it through. We have more than enough phasers for anything you want to do. Looks like the battleship finally decided to show up. I regret getting this close. I wanted to use my PPDs. There we go. Still got his shuttle bay. Now he's open. Otherwise, he's got like 6 shuttles or something like that. He's also got a ton of trackers, so trying to overload a Stardock with missiles is not easy. There we go. On to the next one. Eventually, they will run out of ammo. They will run out of ammo before I run out of power. That's the key. You can shoot all you want. You're not going to punch through. Is that battleship engaging him? Yeah. Kind of want one of those battleships. I don't think we ever got one in our original ISC campaign. I think we ended up just never getting there. Whoops, too close. Oh well. Ah, you're dead. I mean, eventually you're gonna die. You need to stop getting so close to these guys. Whew. Please die. I just don't want to have to deal with you anymore. That's the main problem. This is why... See, planetary assaults at least are somewhat interesting to me. Also because they don't move and so they don't spread out damage as well. But this... assaulting shipyards is just a pain. And, of course, the battleship is still not done with his food. There he goes. Shipyards are no more. Your PPD stop at a range of 5. They stop at a range of 4, I thought. In fact, I'm 90% positive they stop at a range of 4. We'll have to check it out, but I'm pretty sure. 450 prestige, of course, for our little war chest that we're building. 4.00 thousand yards or whatever. 3,000 prestige. We're a little bit dented, but we're mostly patched up. Let's pop off and pop back. Welcome to the stream, Thornbush. Glad you could join us. The ranges in this game are in like 10,000 yard increments, but we reduce it down to taking out the 10,000 yard increments. So I'm going to red alert, target him, and as you can see, he's at 93.45 times 10,000. So he's at a range of 94, just because it's easier to say. Totally agree with your sentiment towards shipyard assaults. Yeah, they are not enjoyable. It's like, why am I here? Why is anybody here? Do we just exist to suffer? Let's slowly get up to speed, maybe? We have an interesting power curve here. Been ages, just decided to pitch in. It's always nice to have more people to enjoy. We're doing a week of streams. Normally I don't stream, but I kind of deliberately set aside some time so I could do this every single day all week. So we had one on Monday and Tuesday. Now we're here on Wednesday. I hope to have one on Thursday and Friday. And maybe Saturday and Sunday, but the schedule for that is not quite the same. I have to work things a little bit differently in order to make that work, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to. In surprise reverse, do you go for the heavy cruisers or the light? Always the heavy cruiser. Just because if the light vessels turn on, so what? Maybe now, even when you're in a small ship, always kill that heavy cruiser. It's just worth the most. Shipyard assaults lead to a lot of soul searching. They force you to have to think about things. And not think about, no, they force you to have to just sit there painfully and go like, why? Surely an installation should not be able to cloak. It doesn't move. Clearly we do not have detailed enough scanners on this ship. Do we have any friends today? No, we don't. It's just us all alone to take out a Lyran heavy cruiser. Whatever shall we do? The Lyrans have shown up. Plasma torpedoes are about to be ready to knock on him. Played the ISC since they were introduced. Shame the tactics they were designed around it aren't in this game. Yeah. You could get it to work if you played in a large multiplayer battle. But I think the maximum number of players you can have in a multiplayer battle is 6, so that makes things a little bit even more difficult. But it would be nice if the AI was good enough to be able to like actually properly make fleet tactics work. Another thing to add into the list of things that we would like to see should this game ever get remade and remastered. Fix things so that the ship AI does not suck. 7, 6, 5, 4. Yep, worked. I think we've got him, but maybe not. This is going to be rough. No, not quite. Gatling phaser, please. There we go. The Gatling phaser did the job. And now we're going to have the odd thing of turning away from the fight. You are the next largest target, I believe. Give me a PPD target. Yep, there they go. One miss. The target is off and not moving. How could you miss? Oh, we didn't overload our phasers, didn't we? That'll help a little bit. Romulan starbases. Yeah, Romulan starbases. Like, the Romulan shipyards are annoying, but Romulan starbases is like, wow, really? Not only do I have to crush through your shields that you're spinning at Mach 10, but now I have to do it only when you decide that you want to decloak and fire your 8 million plasma R torpedoes in my face. Romulan starbases are terrifying. I don't think I've ever taken one on. I'm fairly positive that we would probably fail. The PPD crunching on hull noise is so good. Yes, it is. Locked you down, and we'll wait to a range of 15, and then we'll plug you. And there's 15 there. Yes, just wave after wave after wave of plasma. There's a reason why it's my favorite heavy weapon in the game. That's what carriers are good for. For what? Having the fighters fly around and not being able to hit anything? Like, fighters can't touch a cloaked ship. We've tried. That was sort of our big thing when we ended up fighting, using Romulans against the Federation. Because the Federation started bringing a ton of fighters, and so all we did was we hit cloak. And the fighters would fly in front of the carriers, blast everything they had into us. We'd decloak, fire pseudo-torpedoes at the carrier, wait for that to shut off, and do a hard turn back into him and blow him up. Romulans are amazingly powerful. Oh, you're not dead. Oh, we just didn't have enough power in the capacitor. I can understand that. I won't forgive it, but I can understand that. You should be able to give fleet commands to fighters. That'd be nice. Just more control in some way other than attack, harass, defend me. And I would also like them to be able to actually come back to the ship when I bloody well tell them to. Because half the time they don't. Well, not half the time. A tenth of the time. Yeah, being able to, like, go up into the F1 map that gives you the big look-down view, I wish I could say, like, this is your area of patrol. Concentrate here. Or stay away from this guy at all costs, because he's got enough anti-missile defense systems to utterly annihilate you. But of course they don't. Remember that episode where your fighters just bailed on you and went to warp? Yup. Yes, I do, because those fighters don't have warp engines. Alright, we are completely unescorted. I saw a ship over here before the fog of war loaded in. I'm fairly sure this is a PLPH. Yep. And we're squaring off against a carrier. CVAX. So all those fighters, we get to fight this time, unlike last time. So let's not screw this one up. Although, again, we saw another ship over here. And I'm betting it's a heavy cruiser or another dreadnought. And at that point, I'm not sure I can take him. Just remember that sometimes I think fighters like to do a victory lap before. Yeah, it's great that they do a victory lap until they do a victory lap and they decide to go off in their own direction. I don't know what episode it was, but I think it was a Federation campaign because we were using a lot of fighters. Yeah, I'm fairly positive it was Federation because our Federation campaign, we really stuck for quite a while in a carrier. Yeah, there it is. A light dreadnought. What do you think? Do we take this? We have a slim opportunity to bail, but it's only a light dreadnought. He's got 5 photon torpedoes and a bunch of phaser X's. He's basically the CAX. So do we fight him or do we get the heck out of here? Keep in mind, we've also got to fight a CVAX. It's not a space control ship, but it is a carrier. Captain King shot over and over and Warp was shut on. I had to leave for a bit, and now you have a new ship. Yes, we have a heavy bombardment cruiser. You only have 2 plasma D launchers. Are you confident versus 16 fighters? I do have 4 PPTs. We do have that to back us up. The problem is this dreadnought. I just don't know. I really don't know if we pull out of this one. Interesting plan. So he's got his 16 Hawk ones, which, and this. That was pretty good shooting, not gonna lie. So do I focus on you? I can stress you out. Okay, so let's do that. Let's stress you out. Shoot us, please. Thank you. Fighters, phasers to point defense only. And first PPD. And you. And phasers. Well, it almost worked. And then he got home, unfortunately. So that almost worked. We've taken out 8 fighters so far. 2 dreads versus only you. Yeah, that's what we're currently doing. I'm not quite certain if we're going to hang around here or if we're going to bail. But it's what we've currently got planned. Phasers set to overload and give me business. Not enough of the business. Need more business. Come back to the business factory. Screw it. I think I got him. I think I got him. All right, let's put tail and PPDs. Miss, 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 hit. Really, gun crew? You were at a range of less than 15. Fly, you fool. But I think we got a chance. Let's fire the first of our plasma torpedoes. See what this starts getting us. We're still in good shape. We're still in reasonably good shape. We only lost our forward shield, and they're sticking together, which actually is kind of advantageous for us. As long as we don't let them in front of us, we should be just fine. Also, I should probably start buffing the rear shield. I think I'm going to try and make that work. Because I've got... Oh, and you delayed that super late. Because I've got aft-firing PPDs. I don't want to just bail from this. I, for one, like to playing this a bit fast and loose. We're just going to have some fun with it. Overload your aft PPDs. No, because we're going to be using them for long range. I don't want to get them too close. If I overload them, my maximum range goes to 8. And so I want a little bit of range on that, because actually... No, they're not ready yet. But I'm about to have forward PPDs. Oh, good shots. Okay, good. So we're causing a little bit... Well, not causing damage yet, but we're about to. Oh, another PPD. And there's his missiles, but we can take care of his missiles because we have AMDs. Well, not AMDs. We have D-type plasma torpedoes. Is that a scatter pack? It is a scatter pack. I need more power to that rear shield. I'm doing speed of 23. I don't need to go that fast. I don't think anyway. Well, he's doing 27, so... Back off. I don't want you to be near me. What do we got to work with? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Okay. I have a plan. May not be a good plan, but I have a plan. By the way, before that plan happens, we're going to have to go kill these guys. Stop hitting me. Seriously. What did I ever do? Oh, yeah, that's right. Hi, I've come to kill you. Please die. Got him. Okay, good. So now I'm going to say to you, hi, back the heck off, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. He's backed off a little bit. I need to get a little bit closer to you. So get me within a range of 15, and I'm going to start chasing him down. We've lost a shield. That's not good. Now we're in trouble. So get me within 15. We've lost the second shield. Now we're in a little bit more trouble. There we go. Let's start hitting some hits here. So drop a mine. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. He is 6 away from me. Okay, that caused him to break off. Great. We have an opportunity now. Perhaps some hit and run systems. I'm going to go for the full capture. Rear shield almost gone. Does this plan involve suicide shuttles? No, it does not. It involves Marines. A lot of Marines. Let's also make sure that we keep in mind of repairing everything. Got a plasma torpedo. Oh, we've got a plasma torpedo. We're going to use it. There go my defensive photon torpedo, or plasma torpedo. Shut that off. Okay, that hit. Marines, rock and roll. Yeah, he punished me for that, but we're fine. We're fine. We're just fine. And you're going too fast. You're gonna pull yourself out of the combat area. Excellent. Fix that. More. I assume we're gonna need more. Yeah, repair engines. We've got another plasma torpedo. I think it's on. Oh no, it is loading. Okay, good. Come on, get this sucker off the rail as soon as possible. I need this plasma torpedo out into space right now. And you're not gonna be able to stop that if you crash stop. Okay. Point defense system is engaged. He's now gonna face the Gatling phasers. How long until I get another beam over? Okay, we're good. We gotta get him within range. Do we higher energy turn for this? Ooh, that was a good shot. Can't deny. Okay, this assault angle does not work for me. High energy turn, right. We're gonna go hard for starboard. Power drops a little bit. Let's be in. We're fixing it. Fix that other X-phaser. Okay, hardcore it in. Okay, that actually puts us in a really good position to pull out of this one. Drop a mine. Phasers. Marines. Go, go, go. Okay, we've got him. We've got him. We just got to pull through now. Let's get away from him and his massive Gatling phaser army. And we're going to build some time. Because the AI, for some reason or another, does not like it when you steal their ships. Okay, the one PPD we have left, fire. Well, at least they're going to make sure that we hurt before we get out of here. So, the AI, for some reason, really hates it whenever you steal their stuff. Oh, wow, you're even hitting me from that. I need more power to the electronic countermeasure. Give that max. I also want the ECM system repaired, because that'll be important. Stop fixing that. It'll take you a week. More engines. Yeah, but for whatever reason, the AI does not like it when you start blowing their things up. Yes, we are going to get pounded, and it's going to suck, and we are out of armor. Yes, that is true. But if I can build some distance, which he's letting me slowly... Well, we got the ship. Okay, now he's breaking off. Now he's going. Let's go. All right, so this was the trick, I think. The AI likes to prioritize captured ships. And so what we can do now is take advantage of the fact that he's going to be distracted blasting at the Hampton. And the Hampton is still in relatively good shape. So that's the plan. I think I fell back behind a little bit, but I need to concentrate on this. I will go back through that in just a little bit because this is actually going to get really tight. I think we can pull this off, but it's going to be tight. He's got 16 Marines on board, but we're not doing the same thing to him. Alright, so that's 1 miss, that's 2 miss, that's 3 miss, what the hell? Okay, coming here, phasers overload, we're going to do a firing pass, and plasma torpedo. Oh crap, we disengaged on the wrong side. I needed to disengage on the other side. Taking a little bit of damage on through the shield, but we're going to pull through on this one. Fix that, don't care the plasma torpedo's dead. I'm fine, even though it was, ooh, it's the plasma torpedo that was working, so let's get that thing out before it dissipates. Come on, plasma torpedoes are supposed to hang around for just a little bit longer. Apparently not. Phasers keep blinking away. And we're gonna pull through, I think, Marines, 14. I'm a heck of a lot closer than I want to be because of that. Alright, patch this. I'm fine that we're starting to lose torpedoes. We're good. And you're holding on to him. Are you dragging him into your own mine? Kind of like that strategy. Let's do some hit and run. Yeah, we're not going to capture him, but we can nail him. I want phaser down. I want phaser down. I want phaser down. I want phaser down. Then photon torpedoes. And then that's honestly all I care about. For me, I would like phasers repaired. So, fix that phaser. So there go my hit and run teams. We didn't hit anything. And we're going to get hurt by that? Oh, apparently not. Okay, anti-plasma torpedo's almost ready. We're really hurting, but we're really hurting him, too. Because he no longer has a rear shield, which means we get to do to him what he was just doing to us. There's my shield reinforcement. I want the forward shield only. Sorry, guys, if I'm not looking at the chat, but I'm actually doing serious mode on this one. Port side. And then... I'm not fine with the FPPDs being down, but I can't do anything about them just yet. Plasma torpedo's just about charged. Come on, keep patching that warp core. We're almost up to good power here. And you're still alive, right? Hampton's still good? Hampton's still traveling at 15. Okay, we're good here. So let's keep the phaser fire going up. I just need to steadily get him down. He's got a lot more phasers than I do, but he's got more targets to have to worry about. And he keeps dumping his heavy weapons into that. That works excellently for us. I do need to close this distance, though. I'm not happy about having to travel so fast, but we got to do it. Running low on spare parts now. Ooh, you cut the corner. Plasma, pseudo. Let's see if he reacts to that. If not, we're dumping another one off. He's reacted. He reacted to it. Excellent. Oh, that's what we needed. All right, pull away. Reduce power. How's high energy turn? 101. Perfect. All right, let's get this sucker turned around. Slow way down. Okay, so you just gave up all your initiative. So we're going in now. He's starting to pick up the speed. Plasma torpedo away. Phasers. We're at not optimal range, but we can do something with that. And I've got a Phaser X mount, which is fully ready to go. Slow down some speed, get some more power. That's what we need. All right, we cut through. Get within a range. Marines. Oh, shoot. Turn off the hit and run. I just remembered. This is a planetary assault. And I'm going to do the same gosh darn thing. You son of a gun. Alright, so this. Come on, come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Where is my range here? Oh, I'm waiting for the cooldown to go over. Phasers, can I shoot back? Yes, we're doing super slow motion for just a moment here. As I try and figure out what I'm doing. Because this is interesting. 86. I like that. Wait for this to explode. More phasers. Another mine. We have become what we swore to destroy. Okay, I think that's what we're doing at high speed. I'm gonna... turn? How is he doing on power? Yeah, how's he doing on capture? I don't have enough... Well, I do have enough Marines to try and hit a run again, but I've got to wait for the... Oh, geez. I didn't realize. There we go. Back up to power. And C. And we'll pick these up, hopefully. Didn't have enough. That sucks. That's hard. Photon torpedoes. Shield was there. Okay. Come on, just a little bit more and I've got you. Oh, we've beaten ourselves bloody to get here, but I think we might be able to pull this one off. I had the forward PPDs, and that's all I need to actually siege out this planet. Come on. We've almost got him. Unless he drops down to, like, 2? If he does, I will send... Well, no. We've got to repair the... So I have to repair the transporters. I'm going to wait for that until we actually have to worry about that. Because we're starting to run super low on repair parts. He still has a single forward phaser. I don't want to be facing you. I really don't want to be facing you. Ooh, that photon torpedo. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Shut it down, shut it down. And I think it's shut down. Full power, let's get away. Get away before the reactor goes. Because I think we got him. Come on, don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. I don't have time to repair this. And we're out of the danger zone. Yes! We got it. Oh boy. Talk about one hell of a fight. Okay, so we need to fix... We still haven't finished. Transporters need to be repaired. All PPDs need to be good. Forward engines. The S-type plasma torpedo is something I don't need. I only need the PPD and I only need power. Transporters are good. And I've got one spare part left and I'm going to spend it on the engines. Alrighty, so I'm going to start slowly heading towards and I'm going to catch up on chat. Oh boy, now that was one hell of a... Oh, but guess what? I have a friend. Hi. Give me your spare parts. All of them. Just give them to me. Oh, apparently we don't have any. So there's spare parts there, but we don't actually have any. Okay, that's fine. I was going to steal the spare parts. All right, let's catch up on chat. So where did I go? All the way back here. Before even that. I'm scrolling back, way back in chat. So perhaps some hit and runs. Yeah, we did that. Rear shield was gone. Saunters towards escape pod. Thornbush, you coward! Get back here. Victory or death. You got a plasma. Stealthy. He activates the... Are you trying to get us in? Evasive? No, we didn't have the time for evasive then. How is people... by Jove, I think he's got it. Close your speed. You can't charge PPDs. That's fine. We needed the maneuverability. Flexi, always Flexi. Duct tape. WD-40. I think I'm mostly caught up. Super... you should get 2K prestige for that. We're not going to get 2K prestige for that one. Engines do slowly recover on their own. So that is the reason why I'm currently traveling at a speed of 2. By the way, does anyone remember what our maximum power is on this thing? Look at this MFD. Just look at that MFD. Oh boy. We are in quite a bit of damage here. But we should be able to take the planet now. Tractor him to the planet. Well, he's actually part of my fleet, so he's going to follow me. So he believes he is part of my fleet. And I do intend to use him as a meat shield. So he's going to stay in nice close formation with us. In a very ISC way. Max power is 60. Oh, we hit max power? Oh, nice. So nice. Alright, so here's the things that we have to remember. 1, how much power can I put into this? I have 6 points of electronic countermeasure. Excellent. So we need to get to a range of 15. Ideally. Actually, no. What range do I actually need to get? Let's pull out the pamphlet. So, PPDs. PPDs have... They deal 1 damage on either side out to a range of 25. That's the range we need. So we're just going to go to the range of 25 and we're going to park. Then we're going to fire PPDs over and over and over and over. So if you're using him as meat shield, reactor at 100%, use him as meat shield. Alright, yeah, let's actually use him as a meat shield. Get on up there. I'm ordering you forward. So pick up the pace. Yeah, send him to an inverted echelon. Yes, he has phaser force. He has 8 phaser force. So that kind of sucks. That's good. Yes, you got the thing working. Congratulations, Josh. Your engineering teams have done the nearly impossible, and we will now be able to go in to annihilate him. Kyaka, yes, welcome! Welcome, Maverin. It's nice to see you in chat. Did I miss you from before, or did you only just get here? Actually, we can do this from a range of 30. It'll only deal damage to one side shield, but that'll be perfectly fine. I make MSDs for a living? What? Let's... You know, good, he's hitting with photon torpedoes. We're probably going to lose him. Hopefully he won't explode in our face. Alright, range of 25 coming up. 26, 25, 25 within. All stop, all power to forward shield, and engage with PPDs. And this is what we'll do until we knock out the side shields. Just got out of work. Well, I'm sorry, we're almost at the end of the stream. It was a hell of a stream, too. We had some really interesting battles. We got blown up by a heavy war destroyer at one point. And, but then we came back in this, and this has been one of our better engagements we've ever had. Because we just took on this carrier here and a light dreadnought. And that was a whole heck of a thing. Think we can get to 20? Yeah, we'll try it. Well, he isn't shooting at us anyway, so we'll give it a shot. How much power do I currently have in that forward shield? 30. Wow, that's a lot of energy. However, if he concentrates his fire, he can really cut through a lot of things. Alright, what is the accuracy of the PPD way out here? I didn't check that, I should have. Come on, get me within 20. Accuracy out here is under 20 is 58%. Holy crap, that was very useful. So hopefully this will work. Hopefully the PPD will manage to actually destroy things from this range. And we need those side shields down. See, that's the trick we're currently exploiting. The screen displays on Starfleet. Oh, Elcars. Okay. So yeah, the thing we're exploiting is the AI will only reinforce the forward shield. He will only put his additional shields toward us. I'm sorry, you are such a beautiful ship, and you're gonna die. But you were critical to our survival. There you go, shields are down. So we've knocked out a shield. We're gonna stay back here a little while longer. It was such a good ship. We have to admit it. The Hampton was critical to our success. Your friend isn't long for this world? Yes. Unfortunately not. But through his sacrifice, the greater good will be achieved. And once we start silencing his guns, then we'll be able to start getting in there. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to speak with you again. I will refrain from singing since I don't think I can sing at this point. Come on, actually be accurate, please. Yell with all the important things. And once we finally got all the weapons down, we'll be able to get in nice and close and annihilate with everything he's got. We ask everybody to press F to pay respects to the Hampton, who really did save us in that. The fact that we had the Hampton and that the enemy light dreadnought went for him instead of us is what made that plan work. And if it hadn't been for him, wouldn't have happened. Just would not have happened. As we just now sit here and tank damage, I think I kind of want to try to get into a range of 15. If I went to 15, what would my accuracy jump up to? Let's check. It would go to 72. Oh, that'd be really good. But he still has photon torpedoes. And that's dangerous to work with. And we only have one Plasma S. Getting solid connections with our PPDs. Yes, good. Excellent work. You've been on point all night, actually, in case you didn't know. Most of your PPDs have nailed their targets, except when we were asking them to shoot to, like, attack shifts of 3. More incoming photon torpedoes. And we will slowly trundle in as soon as we can. You can drop to 20 reinforcement power? That wouldn't get us anything anyway. Even if we dropped to our reinforcement down to 20, we would still not be able to charge PPDs any faster. They're charging at their maximum rate. Is that a problem? Let's find out what we're doing. We've done nothing. We've killed one phase of 3. So we need to slowly start trundling in. We'll see how close I can get. Because if I can get down to 15, we've bumped up our accuracy by about like 8 points. And 72% accuracy is much better than like 68 or whatever it. But it causes his phasers to be much more powerful. You misunderstand. The full barrage from the planet drops your reinforcement to 20 out of 31. Oh, okay. So we will try and make it into 15 then. We don't deal a ton of damage around the shield because it separates the damage that we deal and 1 damage on each side. So it's only dealing 2 when we get through. Oh, the other problem when we get too close is his weapons can start hitting our sides just based on where they're set up. 58 versus 72. PPD, not the best siege. No, PPDs are fantastic because we're dealing damage. This forward shield is still here. So, watch, I'm going to open fire with this and then I'll zoom in, or zoom out. So watch this. See? His shields. He doesn't have a shield here. He doesn't have a shield here. Why? Because he's reinforcing this shield. So, because we can abuse that, we can sit here and take a whole heck of a lot of damage, and we're dealing damage constantly to the planet. And eventually, we will knock out all of his heavy weapons. Oh, that was not good. We'll wait for it. Well, no. Let's see if he can deal more than 10 damage to me while we sit here. That's close. Fight the face instead of that. Disruptors against the planet. Well, because the Klingons don't have anything else. Let's be honest. What else are the Klingons going to throw at a planet? Eventually, I'm going to take out these phaser 4s and we'll be all happy. Look at all that damage we're causing to the planet's electrical grid. That's got to be lightning hundreds of miles wide. We got super lucky during that fight, the fact that he didn't hit our PPDs. Drones? Drones are amazing. Drones can cut through a planet. Like, he only can shoot down 8 of them, and he can only hold on to like 6 more of them. So you can just flood him with missiles. Because he doesn't have any, he won't have any shuttles to wow whizzle them. So what you do is you start your incoming on a planet, and you only use medium drones, because fast drones are too difficult to make this work, although you could. You go at full speed up to matching the drones, you fire them, and then you wait another turn, and you fire them, and then you wait another turn, and if you have enough, you can fire them again, depending on how many drone links you have. Oh, I think we cut through. We cut through. Pick up the speed. We're going in. Whew. Imagine having 2 MIRVs. How many MIRVs does a fast cruiser have for the Merak again? In fact, that's how we're going to end the stream. After we save and do this, I'm gonna boot up a fast cruiser and show you what that thing can do. Because that is just absurd. Alright, get ready for plasma bombardment as well. We have a single plasma torpedo remaining. And fire. We're bombing a molten rock with plasma. Yeah, 4 MIRVs. That's just... ugh. That is a lot of missiles. They can't shoot down them all, and they can't stop you. So, once we pull within range, we will stop everything and just... Actually, at this point, PPDs overload, because why not? We have the capability, we may as well. Gotta get to 4.99-ish. There we go. All weapons engaged. Let's see how many Marines are left on this planet. 2. Excellent. Go. Get ready for PPD support. Yes. So, after all that, we managed to take the planet. And our shields are back up to full power. Excellent work, Josh. You've brought our shields up to full. Oh, partially because the siege lasted so long, but we have managed to pull that one off. Holy crap. Oh, that was a hell of a fight. I can't really describe it in any other way. Your aft shields aren't full. They're not? They look full to me. Oh, yeah, they're all blue, aren't they? So we got 765 prestige for it. That was a good mission. Unfortunately, the Empire defense is still 70. So that's not getting taken anytime soon. Alright, we're coming back home. 355 points of damage. And all the spare parts used. I can't believe we pulled that one out. But that heavy bombardment cruiser is one hell of a fighter. I am quite pleased with how we pulled that one off. Time for repairs, restocking. Everybody gets to go on Liberty because at this point, well, that was a hell of a fight. We're going to end the campaign right there for now. And we're going to end off just by showing off one of my favorite ships. Save that. We're going to end by showing off one of my favorite ships, the Merak Heavy Bombardment Cruiser. Who was the one who actually made the call on the Heavy Bombardment Cruiser? Because that was not me. Somebody else suggested it. I think it was you. Alright, so customize. I want Klingon, Romulan, Lyran, Hydran, Gorn, ISC, Marak. Select. I want... Yes, this one. And there's a reason I want this one. Because it has 6 missile rack Vs. Holy shit! I was wrong. That's a hell of a lot more. And that's... Ooh, this one might actually have more missiles. Does the Advanced Bombardment Cruiser seriously have more? 6 plus the 2 plus the 6. Whereas this is 6 plus the 6. Huh. We want the... Yes! See? Neutrino was all about it. It was an excellent call with it. Lyran vessels are incredibly underwhelming. And welcome to the stream. Oh, wait, no, I think... I've already welcomed you. The XCA is 6 plus the 4 plus the 6. Have I just been missing this? Because I thought for sure that the heavy bombardment... Or that the fast cruiser was the best one. Apparently not. Because this just has the most... Oh no, those are disruptors, duh. So, 6, 2, 6. This is the most. I have no idea. We're about to find... No, it's not, because you can... Well, at least not for MERS. We're about to find out. We're going to go to Space Dock. High. We're going to go to missiles. Type 4s. I prefer them to be mediums. And give me all the missiles. 170 missiles on board right there. And it's got to be completely and totally unfair. So we may as well buff this up a bit. Look at my heavy cruiser. And play games. Radio stations! And there's our enemy. It's a frigate. I gave you permission to use a battle cruiser if you want it, but I guess not. So this is the Marak HUD and the Marak everything. And we're going to quickly set up our system. So I need all the MIRVs on this. And then all of these on this. Did I do that right? No, I didn't. So I want... actually, no, I'll do this. So you will be on 3. You'll be on 4. Are we almost loaded? Almost loaded. Okay, watch this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah. He's gonna wild weasel that. But, yeah. Tabletop control for drone ships is twice the sensor rating, so 12 is generally without using scout channels. No clue how it works here. It's something similar, just not quite that. Look at this. Now imagine attacking a planet with this. I love the way the high energy turntables let out. If you mean incredibly confusing and likely to get you killed, yes. I assume you have a wild weasel, right? Yes, he did. Okay, good. By the way, his anti-missile defense system is the reason why we have so many gosh darn missiles. Oh, that's why the fast cruiser is the best, because we literally can't control all of these missiles. Why can I not hold all these missiles? Because I think we lose control of the one. But that is just a beautiful, beautiful sight to behold. As a Marak player, this is incredible, and I love it so much. Like, what... The X-type heavy cruisers for the Marak are just devastating. Because the amount of firepower they bring to the table is just hilarious. Unless you're cloaking, you're probably dead. So, let's watch it from his perspective. He's trying to shoot them all down. He's doing a pretty good job, and... Nope. Would you like some more? And just as long as I'm coming up here... Look at how many he can shoot down. Look at how many he didn't shoot down. Oh, poorly. Nope, he didn't pull the mine right. Oh, you shot through my stuff. Eat that. Yeah. I love it. Oh, what did you try to say? Honestly, I hate the Marak HUD. Yes, the Marak HUD is terrible. Like, it's so hard to read, but I love the race. So I love the, just a meteor shower coming in on the poor Klingons. Yup. This is why I love Maraks, because I can do that. It's more than 18 control. Well, so the ship was what? How many did this have? The battle cruiser itself. So in total, it's carting 14 missiles. But then the MIRVs become 6 missiles each. So that's 36 plus 2 plus 6. That's a lot of missiles. Imagine 16 fighters with 4 MIRVs each. Yes, even more. But yeah, this is why I like the Merak. I wish there were more ships with MIRVs. I wish I could modify more ships to have MIRVs because the MIRVs are just amazing. So that's going to be a stream. We have done quite a lot of good work. We've gotten a heavy battle cruiser. We've shown off the Merak a little bit. So we will be back here again tomorrow to play even more Starfleet Command with our ISC, unless a request comes through for something different. I'm always willing to try something else, and because of stream, it's a lot more laid back. We're not doing like our specific, well, the Federation faced the Klingons last time, so they cannot face the Klingons in this series, so they have to fight the Romulans, and the Hydrans fought these guys, so they can't fight these guys, so we're just going to do whatever anybody feels like doing. And the XCB to just have all MIRVs, yes. When you take fighters back to rearmor repair, does the rearmor missile... Yes, it does. Missiles are free on fighters. So you will be able to just constantly spam fighters if you bring a Merak carrier. So yeah, as I was saying, we're going to be back again tomorrow, hopefully. If not, then something urgent has come up, but I do think that I'll be able to be on time for tomorrow. Again, if anybody wants to see anything else, just put in a request. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. Tomorrow is also going to be a Starfleet Command Day, which, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to quickly try and check this while we're on here, is the last episode for the Merak? Let's find out. Or not the Merak, but the Lyrans. I'm going to pop over here and into this episode. What was the one that came out just recently? What was Tuesday's episode? This will go live on the 27th. So we have... So next week is when we're going to be starting our next campaign. So tomorrow will be another episode for the Lyrans. The 27th will be the end of that one. And today was the end of our Battletech stream. So Season 1 has ended. So we'll be moving on Friday into Rogue Tech. And I already have the first episode recorded, and I'm quite excited for that one. So yeah. So, I'm going to sign off now. I've been Tirek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. What do you want to see on these streams? Are these streams something that you're enjoying? How's the quality? Just any feedback that you got at all. Anything that we've talked about, leave a message so that we can chat about more in chat. And I will see you all in the next episode.